Kayla, if you can just remain standing and raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're going to provide this jury will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Some water there. Kayla, can you begin by stating and spelling your full name for the record?
My name is Kayla Montgomery, Kayla Montgomery.
And how old are you, Kayla?
33.
Where do you currently live?
I am in the correctional facility for women's in Concord, New Hampshire,
How long have you been there?
for over a year,
Kayla, why are you currently incarcerated?
for perjury, for lying to the jury about the whereabouts of where I was and where Harmony was.
And when you say lying to the jury, was that the grand jury?
Yes.
Did you also lie to the police?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was scared, and I was told by Adam to stick with that story, that I got dropped off at work at Dunkin' Donuts, where I no longer worked at that time, and to say that he was bringing Harmony to meet her mother, Crystal, and that he dropped her off with her. And then when he came to pick me up from work, which I was not working there at the time, he didn't have her in the car, which that was a lie.
That story that you just told, that was what you told the grand jury?
Yes.
That's what you told the police?
Yes.
And was that in fact what happened?
No.
You said you've been sentenced for lying.
Yes.
You're living at the prison. Do you understand the consequences of providing false testimony?
Yes.
And since those lies, since your time in prison, have you sat down with investigators? Have you sat down with the Attorney General's office and provided additional statements?
Yes.
How many times?
About 4 times.
How many hours?
A couple hours at a time when they've came to see me, or I've gone out to the office to meet with them.
Did you reach a plea agreement with the state?
Yes.
And that was on the perjury charges?
Yes.
Other charges were dismissed, is that right?
Yes.
The story that you just told about the defendant dropping Harmony off with Crystal, who came up with that story?
Adam,
Why did you stick to it?
because I was scared for myself and my children that are also Adam's, and for him, because I didn't want anybody to get in trouble and I was scared.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes?
Kayla, you referred to Harmony Montgomery just now. How do you know her?
She's Adam's daughter, and he started a year after we got together. He was working on getting custody of her, and he had to work to get custody of her. He wasn't just given her, and it took 4 years to get custody of her. And during those 4 years, we both visited her each week for a couple hours.
Is she your stepdaughter?
Yes.
Showing this witness what's been previously marked as State's Exhibit 98 for identification. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Who's depicted in this image?
Harmony and myself.
And can you point to Harmony? And is there a date associated with this image?
Yes, July 7th, 2019.
And do you recognize this image?
Yes.
Is it a fair and accurate representation of Harmony on that day?
Yes.
Who's the other person depicted in that picture with Harmony?
Myself.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of you that day?
Yeah,
Do you know who took this photo?
I did.
Your Honor, at this point I'd move to strike the ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 98
Any objection? No objection.
and publish.
The ID is stricken, it's entered as a full exhibit, and it may be published to the jury.
Ayla, what were you and Harmony doing in this photograph?
We were taking pictures and laughing, playing. We always did silly pictures.
You mentioned getting custody of Harmony at some point. Do you remember when that was?
It was the month of February of 2019.
And where were you living when you got custody of Harmony?
77 Guilford Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
When you got custody of Harmony, was she potty trained?
Yes.
Was she potty trained after you got her or before you got her?
Before.
Did she have accidents when you first got her?
No.
So you mentioned 77 Guilford Street. When did you move into that home?
It was in 2018. Probably around April or May. I think it was around that time.
Whose home was it?
Adam's grandmother's, Helen Montgomery.
Did she live there with you at any point?
Yes, when we were staying there in the beginning, she lived there.
And in the beginning, who else lived there with you?
Adam's uncle, Kevin Montgomery, Adam's brother, Michael Montgomery, and Adam's brother's girlfriend, Kayla. I don't remember her last name.
Another Kayla, though.
Yeah. And myself and Adam, and we had Seamus,
How old was Seamus when you moved into that house?
about to turn 1.
Would you recognize that Guilford Street house if you saw it today?
Yes.
Yes?
Kayla, I'm handing you what's been previously marked as State's Exhibits 1 and 2. Can you look at those for me, please?
That's the house. And this was Harmony's room.
And do you recognize the items that are depicted in those exhibits?
Yes.
Are they fair and accurate representations of what's contained in those exhibits?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to strike the ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 1 and 2.
They're already full? I think they are,
Already
I think
full.
they're already full.
I move to publish, Your Honor.
Yes, you may.
Kayla, State's Exhibit 2, what can you tell us about this room?
Adam and I helped decorate this room right before Harmony came to live at Guilford Street. And she really likes Minnie Mouse.
When you say she really likes Minnie Mouse, who is she?
Harmony.
When you say you helped decorate the room, what did you do to decorate it?
We got the Minnie Mouse wall decor that stick to the wall. And got her a whole new bed set, blankets and sheets.
There's no bed in that photo, but was Harmony's bed in that room?
Yes.
Where would it have been located in relation to that image?
Right next to the window.
And Kayla, whose room was that prior to Harmony moving in?
It was Helen Montgomery's room.
Kayla, I'm showing you it's been marked as State's Exhibit 10 for identification. Do you recognize this?
Yeah, it was Harmony's toothbrush.
Is it a fair and accurate representation of Harmony's toothbrush?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to strike the ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 10.
Any objection? The ID is stricken. It's entered as a full exhibit. It may be published.
Kayla, you mentioned that Helen moved out and Harmony took over her room.
Yes, she moved out of the room, but she was still living at the house.
Did she eventually leave the house?
Yes.
When was that?
In May of 2019,
Do you know where she went?
Florida.
Kayla, I want to turn your attention to July of 2019, so several months after Helen moved out. Were you still living in the Guilford Street home in July of 2019?
Yes.
And who was living there with you at that point?
It was myself and Adam and his uncle Kevin. And it was Seamus and our son Declan and Harmony. And his brother Michael and his girlfriend Kayla were still living there for a couple weeks until they moved out and went to Florida with her.
You mentioned this earlier, but where were you working at that point in your life?
I was working at Dunkin' Donuts.
Were you eventually terminated from your work at Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was stealing money from the register.
Did you admit to stealing money?
Yes.
Did you actually write a letter acknowledging that you had stolen?
Yes.
Did you take responsibility for what you'd done at Dunkin'?
Yes.
You mentioned that in July of 2019, Kevin Montgomery was still living in the Guilford Street home.
Yes.
Did he eventually leave for Florida after Helen?
I don't remember where he went. I remember Helen had surgery. She had open triple bypass surgery. And I don't remember if Kevin went to Florida. And I think he went to Mass too. I don't remember where he went.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember him being gone from the house for several weeks?
Yes.
And let's talk about that period where Kevin's gone from the house. Okay? You were still working at that point?
Yes.
What were your hours like at work?
I worked 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I also covered shifts if they needed help.
The 3 children that you mentioned,
Yes.
where were they when you were at work?
With Adam.
And so in July of 2019, your youngest, Declan, how old would he have been?
He was about 6 months old.
And you said you were working from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yes.
Did you like that setup?
Yes.
When you get home from work at 2 p.m., what would you do? What would your day look like?
I would come back home and help take care of the kids and feed them regularly, get them ready for bed later. We'd watch movies or they'd be playing.
You mentioned Kevin Montgomery leaving for some period.
Yes.
Did he return to the home at some point?
Yes, he showed up with Helen.
So before that, though, in July of 2019, did he
Yeah.
return to the home at some point?
I don't remember.
Do you remember overhearing a conversation between Kevin and the defendant, Adam?
Yes.
What was the tone of that conversation?
They were arguing about a situation that happened with Harmony.
What was Kevin's tone in that argument? How did he sound?
He sounded angry.
What did Kevin say in that conversation? May we approach?
Yes?
Kayla, you mentioned Kevin sounded angry.
Yes.
Was this a quiet conversation?
No.
How would you describe it?
Yelling at each other back and forth. Argumentative. Yeah, it was just loud and angry.
Where were you during this conversation?
In the living room of the house in Guilford Street.
And where were the children?
Playing.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Yes. I know that they were arguing about a black eye that Harmony had. That I was told that.
So the black eye that Harmony
Yeah.
had you seen that before that argument?
Yes.
And tell this jury where you saw that black eye.
On the
First
side.
time you saw it.
It was on the side of her face right here. It was really red. It didn't really turn black and blue until like the next day.
So the first day you saw it, when it was red, really red, how did you see that? Where were you?
I came home from work and I saw her face and it was red, and I was told that.
And let me stop you there. You came home from work.
Yeah.
So this would have been around 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Did you have an understanding of where Harmony had been that day?
Yes.
And tell us where that was.
She was at home at Guilford Street
Who was she at home with?
with Adam and Uncle Kevin and Seamus and Declan.
And when you got home, when you saw this injury, the redness to Harmony's eye, did you ask the defendant what happened to her?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
That her and Seamus were playing, and Seamus hit her in the face with the lightsaber by accident.
After you heard that confrontation between the defendant and Kevin, did you confront the defendant?
Yes, I asked him.
And at that point, did he tell you a new story about this injury to Harmony's eye?
No, it was the same. Well, yeah, he ended up telling me after
What was the new story he told you?
that he ended up hitting her in the face because she covered our son's mouth because he was crying and he was in the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. Declan was crying, and Harmony had her hand over his mouth, and he came out of the bathroom and saw that, and his lips were blue, or purple blue, and he hit her.
Did he describe how he hit her?
He smacked her in the face.
Did he acknowledge causing that injury to her?
Yes.
Do you know what Demetrius Soros with DCYF?
Yes.
Did he come to the house after that interaction between Kevin and the defendant?
Yes.
Did you know at the time what the purpose of his visit was?
Yes.
What was it?
DCYF got called about the children not being taken care of, and that Adam was abusing his daughter. When
Mr. Soros arrived at your home, what did the defendant do with Harmony?
He left with her. He grabbed Harmony and left with her.
He grabbed her and left?
Yeah.
Did you have a conversation with Demetrius that day?
Yes.
In that conversation, did you cover for the defendant?
Yes.
Why?
Because I didn't want him to get in trouble.
Was there a period in 2019 when you no longer lived at the house on Guilford Street?
Yes.
And tell us how that came to be.
We ended up getting evicted from the house in November of 2019, the day before Thanksgiving, because the mortgage wasn't being paid.
And, Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes?
Thank you. Your Honor, I'd ask that the court take judicial notice that the day before Thanksgiving in 2019 is November 27th.
The court takes judicial notice that the day before Thanksgiving in 2019 was November 27th, 2019.
Kayla, why were you evicted from the home?
Because the mortgage wasn't getting paid.
And after you were evicted, where did you begin living?
In our car,
What kind of vehicle was it?
a Chrysler Sebring.
When you began living in that car, who were you with?
It was myself and Adam, Harmony, and the two boys
Where were you sleeping during that period?
in the car
Where would you keep the car?
behind Colonial Village in Manchester,
Why Colonial Village?
because that's where our friend lived,
What was your friend's name?
Anthony Bodero.
Did you tell Mr. Badero that you were living there in that parking lot?
He asked us not to, but yes.
And so, can you just describe the sleeping arrangement in that vehicle for you and your family at the time?
So Adam would sleep in the driver's seat. I slept in the passenger seat, and Harmony was behind the passenger seat, and the baby Declan was in the middle, and Seamus was behind the driver's seat.
Kayla, I asked you earlier about whether Harmony was potty trained when you got custody of her. And I believe you said she was.
Yes.
Did that change at some point after the eviction?
Yes.
And tell the jury about that. What happened to Harmony?
She wouldn't let us know when she had to use the bathroom, and so she was peeing in the car, just in her seat that she was sitting in, and she wouldn't tell us that she had to use the bathroom.
Was she only peeing, or was she having other accidents at the time?
She was also pooping
How frequently was this occurring for Harmony?
a lot, like at least every day.
And did those accidents, did they increase in frequency the longer you were in that car?
Yes.
How was the defendant responding when she had these accidents?
Getting angry.
Would he do anything physically to her when she had accidents?
Yeah, he would smack her.
And what does that mean that he would smack her?
He would smack her in the face, or on her leg, or in her hand.
Were these soft smacks,
No.
hard smacks, or something else?
They were like hurt, stung smacks,
What makes you say hurt, stung smacks?
because she would cry during, like, whenever she got smacked by him, and I could hear it, and it sounds like it hurt.
I'm sorry, you could hear the crying or you could hear the smack?
Smack and the crying.
When you say she was crying, who's she?
Harmony.
Those strikes, were they manifesting in any way on Harmony?
Yes.
How were they manifesting on her?
The more accidents she had, the more he would get angry, and he would hit her repetitively.
Was the defendant causing visible injuries to Harmony?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
And tell us about those injuries.
When he would hit her, she started getting black eyes and bruises on her face, on her legs. Yeah.
Did you ever see her bleed as a result of being struck by him?
No, I didn't see that.
Did you ever see the defendant attempt to cover Harmony?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors how he did that?
He would cover her with the comforter that we had in the car
Why would he cover her?
so nobody could see her.
How often would he cover Harmony?
All the time. Anytime that we had interference with anybody, no matter who it was.
Was this only when you went out in public, or was it when you were still in that parking lot, or both?
Both.
Kayla, were you involved in an accident, a car accident, on November 29th of 2019?
Yes.
And I want to turn your attention to that day. Who were you with that day?
Tabitha, Scott,
Who else was in the vehicle during that accident?
Adam, myself, Harmony, and the two boys.
Who was driving?
Adam.
That Sebring, did you regularly drive it? Did you drive it at all?
Yeah, I didn't drive it, but he did. He had the license, I did not.
You didn't have a license at the time.
No.
So you said that Adam was driving, the defendant was driving the vehicle. Where were you in position to the rest of the people in the vehicle?
I was sitting with Harmony in the back seat behind the passenger side.
And where was Harmony?
Next to me and Declan. She was in between.
And where was Seamus?
In his car seat on the other side of Declan.
Would that have been behind the driver's seat?
Yes.
You mentioned a Tabitha Scott.
Yes.
Who was she to you?
She's been one of my friends for a long time.
And she was in the car with you that day?
Yes.
Where was she seated?
In the passenger seat.
And what was Tabitha Scott doing with you that day?
We were going to get drugs.
And can you just walk us through the accident, how it occurred?
There was a stop sign, and it was an intersection. There was a stop sign. It was a four-way intersection, and there was a truck that went through their stop sign, and we already had stopped, so we were going, and ended up hitting that car, the truck.
Did law enforcement respond to that accident?
Yes.
Did you see an officer?
Yes.
Were the officers able to see Harmony?
No.
Tell the jurors why not.
Adam didn't want the officers to see her because she had black eyes, so she was covered with a blanket.
Were there other people, specific individuals, that he would cover Harmony up and keep her hidden from?
Yes.
And tell us who those individuals were.
It was Anthony Badero. And when Tabby was in the car, she didn't look at her, she didn't see her, but she knew she was in the car.
Kayla, so this accident occurred on November 29th.
Yes.
I want to turn your attention to December 7th of 2019.
Yeah.
Does that day stand out to you?
Yes.
Why?
This is the date that Harmony passed away.
The day that Harmony passed away?
Yeah.
Were you still living in the car at that point?
Yes.
Were you still sleeping in the Colonial Village parking lot?
Yes.
You mentioned Harmony having accidents and then becoming more frequent at that point. On December 7th, was she still having those accidents?
Yes.
And had they increased in frequency?
Yes.
Did Harmony have an accident first thing in the morning?
Yes.
And that would have been before you started your day?
Yes.
What happened when she had that accident?
Adam repetitively kept punching her in the head.
Okay. So I want to break that up. That morning, where did you wake up?
At Colonial Village.
And what happened first thing in the morning that morning?
We went to the methadone clinic.
And before you left for the methadone clinic, did Harmony have an accident?
Yes.
And what did the defendant do before you went to the methadone clinic? What did the defendant do to Harmony after that accident?
He was yelling and screaming at her and punching her in the head.
How did she react to that?
She was crying.
You mentioned the methadone clinic. Was that Habit Opco?
Yes.
And what did you do at the methadone clinic that morning?
Got my dose of methadone, and Adam got his also.
And do you remember who went in first?
No, I don't remember who went first.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes?
I'm handing you what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 89.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask that you review this second page and this page, paying careful attention to the times.
Okay.
The item I just handed you, what is that?
Our dose history from the clinic.
And that's Habit Opco.
Yes.
And having looked at those records, do you recall who went into the clinic first that morning?
Yes, I did.
What time was that at?
7:04 in the morning.
And what time did the defendant go in?
It was 7:09 in the morning.
Your Honor, at this time I move to strike ID of State's Exhibit 89 and mark as full.
Any objection? No objection. The ID is stricken as entered as a full exhibit.
Kayla, can you tell the jurors what happened when Adam returned to the vehicle after his methadone treatment?
When Adam came back to the vehicle, he could smell urine, and he started yelling at Harmony and kept hitting her in the head repetitively.
Where were you when he smelt that accident? Where was the vehicle when he smelt that accident?
In front of the methadone clinic.
Did you discuss going somewhere with him at any point that morning? Going to get food?
Yes. I asked to go to Burger King.
You asked to go to Burger King.
Yes.
And so at some point did he begin driving the vehicle?
Yes.
Was that before or after he repeatedly struck Harmony?
After.
What was Harmony doing at that point when he started driving the vehicle?
She was crying a lot.
She was crying a lot.
Yeah. And she was making a weird noise.
Was she saying anything?
No.
And Kayla, I want you to walk the jurors through in as much detail as you can what happened on your route from Habitatco to that Burger King.
Adam was getting really angry from Harmony peeing in the car, and he repetitively kept punching her on the way to Burger King, and there were a couple red lights, and when we were at red lights, he would like go over the driver's seat, like in between the passenger seat, and he was just punching her repetitively in the head.
And you've said there were several times where he punched her repetitively in the head.
Yes.
How many times did he hit her?
I can't count. I don't know.
Were you counting?
No, I wasn't.
How many lights did that car come to where he repetitively struck her?
At least 2 or 3.
Between Habitatco and the Burger King, did the defendant say anything to Harmony?
Told her to shut the fuck up. Stop crying.
You said she was making a weird noise.
Yes.
Can you describe it?
It was like, I can't even describe it. It was like a moaning kind of noise, but crying. It was just weird. I can't explain it.
Did you try to help Harmony while he was striking her?
Yes.
Tell the jurors what you did to try to help.
I put my arm up and said to stop, but he looked at me and he gave me this look that was like evil. His crazy eyes. I didn't like it, and I couldn't stop him from hitting her, because the look that he gave me was scary. I was scared.
What were you feeling when he looked at you like that?
Like he was either gonna hit me or just, I don't know. It was weird. And that was like one of the first times that I've seen him look at me like that.
Was it the last time you saw him look at you like that?
No.
And we'll talk about that more. But I want to focus on this drive. You said that Harmony's crying. She's making this weird noise.
Yeah.
Where was she in the vehicle?
She was behind the passenger seat.
And who was in front of her in that car?
I was.
You described the defendant almost coming over the seat.
Yes.
Was he still driving at that point?
Kind of. Like between the red lights, and it was definitely at the red lights. I remember that.
How was he striking her?
By punching her in the head.
Where were your other 2 children at that time?
In the back seat.
And what were they doing?
They had no idea what was going on.
How old were they?
Seamus was about 2.5, and Declan was 11 months old.
Did you look back at Harmony at any point?
No,
Why not?
because I was scared.
What were you scared of?
If Adam was going to say something, or if he hurt her really bad, it was going to look really bad.
You were scared of what Harmony would look like? That attempt to intervene, were you successful in that?
No.
Did he stop after that?
Shortly after that,
Shortly after that. Did he say anything to you when he stopped?
he said he thinks that he really hurt her. And he felt something.
When he said that he thinks he really hurt her, where was the vehicle at that point?
At Burger King?
At the Burger King?
Yes.
And what did the defendant do after he stopped hitting Harmony, after he said, I think I really hurt her?
Nothing.
Did you order food from Burger King?
Yes.
Where was Adam when you were ordering food from Burger King?
In the driver's seat.
Did you go inside to the Burger King or something else?
No. I don't remember going in there.
Did you go through the drive-thru?
Yes.
And so who ordered the food?
Adam did.
And what did you do with the food that he had ordered?
Ate it, gave some to the kids
Where were you when you ate the food?
in the parking lot
Which parking lot?
of Burger King.
Now, the kids were behind you at that point. Is
Yes.
that what you testified to?
Yes.
And who gave them food?
I did.
Did you see Harmony when you were giving them food?
No.
Why not?
Because she was under the blanket.
Who put her under the blanket?
Adam.
That's the same blanket that you mentioned earlier.
Yes.
The same blanket he would cover her with?
Yes.
Where did you go from the Burger King parking lot, Kayla?
Went back to Colonial Village
And how did you get there?
with the vehicle, Adam driving.
Was Harmony still under the blanket when you arrived at Colonial Village?
Yes.
And that moaning that you mentioned, that weird noise that she was making, was she still making it?
No.
How long did that noise that she was making last?
I don't remember. It wasn't. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was too long. I don't remember if it was after we were at Colonial Village for a little bit, or if it was before.
That moaning, did it eventually stop?
Yes.
Did you check on Harmony at any point after the moaning stopped?
No.
Did Adam?
No.
Why didn't you check on her?
Because I was scared.
When you arrived at the Colonial Village parking lot, when you arrived back there, what did you and the defendant do?
We got drugs and got high.
When you say we got drugs and got high, what drugs did you get, Kayla?
Heroin and crack.
And how long did you use those drugs for in that parking lot?
We were there for probably 10 or 15 minutes.
Where did you go from the Colonial Village parking lot?
I don't remember where we were going, but I know we left.
You left at some point.
Yes.
And what happened when you left the parking lot?
We made it to the next street over, going towards Elm Street, and the car died. We got to the traffic light, and it wouldn't start or anything, and so we were stuck without a vehicle.
What was the defendant doing when the car died?
He was trying to get a jump, and there was no jumping the vehicle, and so we ended up having to leave it. And when we were getting out of the car and getting the kids out of the car, Harmony had passed away.
Let's talk about that. When you say Harmony had passed away, when did you realize that Harmony had passed away?
When Adam was trying to wake her up and she didn't reply or anything.
Was he saying things to her to try to wake her up?
Yeah, he said Harmony, and he kept saying baby girl, like, and trying to budge her, and there was nothing.
Was he touching her?
Yes.
What was he doing to her body at that point?
Trying to figure out what to do, and getting all the kids out of the car. He took the duffel bag that was in the trunk, and and put her in the duffel bag.
You mentioned this duffel bag from the trunk.
Yeah.
Had you seen that duffel bag before, Kayla? What was it used
Yes.
for?
When we got kicked out of the house, we put clothes in there for everybody. And it was in the trunk of the car.
Did you see him put Harmony in that duffel bag?
Yes.
How did he put her in there, Kayla?
he like folded her in half and put her in the double bag.
Did he call 911 at any point?
No,
Did you?
no,
And when you saw him put her in that duffel bag, did you attempt to get away, to run?
no.
Why not?
They had the 2 other kids, and I was scared.
Scared of?
That something would happen to me or Adam and the kids.
You said you saw him put her in that duffel bag, fold her up and put her in there.
Yes.
What did her face look like when you saw her go into that bag?
It was all black and blue, and her face was puffy. Her eyes were puffy.
Did he say anything to you after he put her in that duffel bag?
I don't remember.
What did you do after he put her in the duffel bag?
We took the kids and we walked back to Colonial Village.
What did you do once you arrived at Colonial Village?
Put the bag in the snowbank so Anthony wouldn't see it.
I'm sorry, so that who wouldn't see it, Kayla?
Anthony,
That's Anthony Badero.
yes.
Where was the snowbank that you put? And sorry, let me clarify. Who put her in a snowbank?
Adam,
Where was that snowbank that he put her in?
in the embankment from the parking lot,
What was around that snow embankment?
a dumpster, and cars and snow.
And you said he put it in there so that Anthony Badero wouldn't see.
Yeah,
What did the defendant do after he put that duffel bag in the snowbank?
left her there. And we got a ride from Bodero to get the stuff out of our car.
And where was your car at that point?
It was at that street. We ended up leaving it, and when we came to the car, it was already getting towed.
So Mr. Badero gave you a ride back to your vehicle?
Yes,
Were you able to get belongings out of the vehicle?
yes.
And who did that? Who got those items out?
Adam and myself.
That vehicle was your home at the time.
Yes.
What did you do after that in terms of a shelter?
Bodero let us sleep in his car for the weekend until I figured something out.
Just for the weekend?
Yeah,
Is that what you had asked him for, or is that what he said, just for the weekend?
that's what he said.
And what kind of vehicle did Mr. Badero have?
An Audi,
Do you remember what color it was?
blue.
Was it a car, a sedan, or an SUV?
A car.
And I want to talk about the time that you were living in that car that weekend. Where was Harmony's body at that point when you were living in Mr. Badero's vehicle?
In the trunk of the car.
And did the defendant ever move it from the trunk of the car to another location?
Yes.
Where would he put it?
Near the dumpster,
Why?
so Anthony wouldn't see it.
Was it cold outside at the time?
Yes.
You mentioned snow. Was there snow on the ground?
Yes.
Did something happen to the vehicle that first night you were staying in Mr. Badero's car?
Yes, the battery died.
What did the defendant do when the battery died?
Used somebody's phone and called Miss Frayne.
Is that Kimberly Frayne?
Yes.
Are you aware of him communicating with any other people regarding the dead car?
Not that I remember.
At that time, did the defendant have a Facebook account?
Yes.
Do you know if he had a Facebook account?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
But you recall a call to Miss Frayne.
Yes.
And what happened after that call?
She showed up with a battery pack jumper to jump the car.
Was she successful in jumping the car?
Yes.
And what were you doing while that was going on?
I was in the car with the kids,
Where was Miss Vrain?
outside of the car with
Where-
Adam.
I was going to ask, where was the defendant? Where was Harmony at that point when the car was being jumped?
In the trunk of the car.
What did you and the defendant do for food during your time in Mr. Badero's car?
Bodero bought us pizza and brought it down to the car.
You mentioned being there for 2 nights,
Yes.
and the first night the battery died.
Yes.
When was the pizza given to you?
I think it was the next night. Because he did give us food. For a couple of dinners, he gave us food. We had the pizza and stuff like
Could you repeat that, please?
a couple of nights, we got pizza.
And did you leave Mr. Badero's vehicle after that weekend?
Yes.
After those 2 nights you left?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors where you went?
I went to my aunt's house,
And what's your aunt's name?
Kimberly Simmons,
Where did Miss Simmons live at the time?
in Manchester.
Was she on South Main Street?
Yes.
And how did you get to your aunt's home?
Bodero dropped us off.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes. Yes, you may.
So, Kayla, I'm going to hand you 3 exhibits, and I'm just going to ask that you look at the first one and look at So that first one, what's been marked as State's Exhibit 25 for identification, do you recognize what's depicted on that item?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors what it is?
It's the apartment that my aunt lived in.
That, again, is on South Main Street.
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of your aunt's apartment?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point, I move to strike ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 25.
Any objection? The ID is stricken. It's entered as a full exhibit.
Now, Kayla, when Mr. Badero dropped you, the defendant, and your 2 children off, where was Harmony's body?
In the duffel bag.
And who had that duffel bag?
Adam.
And what did he do with that duffel bag when you got to your aunt's house?
He placed it under the porch.
And you pointed at the exhibit just now. If you could just hold it up and show the jurors where you're pointing.
Right here.
Can you show me where you pointed? If you can take a look at Exhibit 20, 26, and 27, what's been marked as ID for 26 and 27. What's depicted on those 2 items, Kayla?
The porch. Up close.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of your aunt's porch?
Yes.
Is there a difference in the 2 photos?
Yes. 27 has measuring tape, looks like.
And Your Honor, at this point, I move to strike the ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 26 and 27.
The ID is stricken. They're entered as full exhibits.
And I look to publish them to your
Yes, you may.
You mentioned the defendant putting Harmony's body in that duffel bag under the porch. Your aunt's
Yes.
home?
Yes.
This is the porch that he put her under?
Yes.
Did you go into the home that day, into your aunt's home?
Yes.
How long were you there for, Kayla?
A few hours, because we were trying to figure out where to go.
What was the purpose of your trip to your aunt's home?
To talk, so that she could talk to my mother, so that she'll let us stay at her place.
What's your mother's name?
Christina Lubin.
So if I understand, you wanted your aunt to talk to your mother.
Yeah.
Did you end up seeing your mother that day?
Yes.
How did you come to see her that day?
She came to pick us all up, myself, Adam, and the kids, the 2 boys,
Where was Harmony at that point?
in a duffel bag.
And how did your mother pick you up? How did she arrive at your aunt's home?
She came in her van.
And what happened to that bag that Harmony was in when your mother came to pick you up?
We put it in the van.
And when you say we put it in the van, who put it in the van?
Adam.
How long did Harmony's body stay in the van?
Probably about 5 to 10 minutes.
Was it in there while you were traveling somewhere?
Yes.
Where were you going?
To my mother's place.
Did the defendant keep Harmony's body in the van?
For the drive, yes.
What did he do with Harmony's body when you arrived at your mother's home?
He took it out of the van and put her on the side near the trash at first until he figured out where to put her.
And what did he figure out in terms of where to put her?
There was a cooler in the hall walkway that the residents used to get in and out of the building, and it was on my mom's floor level in the hallway. And he put the duffel bag in the cooler.
And what was in the duffel bag at that point?
Harmony.
So he removed her from the trash and he put her in this cooler.
Yes.
Her body was still in the duffel bag at that point?
Yes.
May I approach her?
Yes, you may.
May I read you?
Yes, you may.
So I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 28 for identification.
Yes.
Do you recognize that item?
Yes.
What is it?
That is the cooler that was on the porch in my mom's hallway.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the cooler?
Yes.
That's what it looks like?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point I move to strike the ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 28.
Right, the ID is stricken. It's entered as a full exhibit.
And I move to publish.
Yes, you may.
Kayla, how did Harmony's body fit into this cooler?
Adam pushed it in the cooler so it would fit.
Is that something you saw him do?
Yes.
Were there any noises when he did that?
Not that I remember.
How long was she stored in that cooler for?
For a couple weeks.
And how long did you stay with your mother for? How long were you with Christina Lubin?
For a couple weeks.
Did her body stay in that cooler for the entire time you were with your mother?
Yes.
Why?
I honestly don't know.
How often did you see that cooler when you were living with your mother?
Every day. Multiple times a day.
Where was the cooler kept?
In the hallway.
Was that your mother's hallway, or was it?
It was access to everybody who lived in the building, but it was on the level of my mom's apartment.
And tell us about that hallway. What else was kept there?
I don't remember.
Were there other items in that hallway?
I don't remember.
Where did you go after living with your mother?
To the FIT shelter, Families in Transition.
And when you moved to the Families in Transition shelter, is that FIT, the FIT shelter?
Yes.
When you moved to the FIT shelter, where was Harmony's body?
Adam put her. In the ceiling. In the vent of the room that we stayed in.
What room did he stay in while you lived with the Families in Transition shelter? The Families in Transition shelter, Kayla?
It was the first room. It was room 1.
how did he access the ceiling to store her in there?
He used the bunk bed and climbed up in the ceiling.
Was there something that allowed him to access the ceiling that was above that bunk bed?
There was a vent.
Who slept under that bed?
The kids.
Where did the defendant sleep?
We all slept on the floor on the mattresses.
So, Kayla, I'm showing you what's been previously marked for identification of States Exhibit 30 through 34. Can you please look at each of these items in turn and describe what's depicted?
This is the outside of the family shelter.
And that's States Exhibit 30.
And this is the door to room 1, and next to it is the second room.
And that's Exhibit 30.
And this is the room.
I'm just going to ask you to move it a little away from the microphone. Thank you.
And when you say this is the room, whose room was that?
It was the room that we stayed in.
And that setup, the way the room is set up, is that similar to how it was when you lived there?
Yes.
And that's States Exhibit 32. Let's go to States Exhibit 33. What is depicted there?
The vent above the bed.
And what happened with that vent?
Adam moved it so he could go in the ceiling.
Now, did you ever touch that vent, Kayla?
No.
And States Exhibit 34?
It's the vent.
Are those fair and accurate representations? Is that consistent with your memory of what those items look like?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point, I move to strike the ID and mark as both States Exhibit 30 through 34.
Any objection?
Only through 30.
Okay. All right, the ID is stricken. Those are entered as full exhibits and may be published to the jury.
And so, Kayla, I'm holding up what's been marked, or what's been admitted as States Exhibit 30. What is this item? What is depicted here?
The outside of the family shelter.
And how long did you live at this site before?
A month and a half almost.
And States Exhibit 30? What's depicted in this image?
The room that was the one we stayed in was on the left side, room 1, and the other room is the second one next to it.
So you stayed in room 1,
Yes.
and you mentioned room 2 being beside it.
Yes.
And States Exhibit 32 and 33. You mentioned that this was consistent with what the room looked like when you lived there?
Yes.
And those are the bunk beds that you mentioned.
Yes.
And you said you could see the vent that was used in these images?
Yes.
And can you remind the jury what's in States Exhibit 34?
That's the vent that he climbed up to and put Harmony in the ceiling.
When you say he climbed up to put Harmony in the ceiling, who is he?
Adam.
At the time you were living at the Families in Transition shelter, was there anything going on with Harmony's body? Was she having any changes? Or was her body having any changes?
Yes.
And I want you to tell the jurors what those changes were.
You could smell a horrible smell that was coming through the vents.
Do you remember that horrible smell?
Yes.
Did maintenance come at some point while you were living there because of that smell?
Yes.
And what happened when those maintenance workers came?
Adam took her back down from out of the ceiling and brought the bag in the bathroom.
And what happened when Adam brought Harmony down from the ceiling?
That she was starting to smell and there was fluid leaking.
So you smelled her. And did you see the fluid?
No, I didn't see it.
How do you know about the fluid that was leaking?
Adam said that.
What did he say?
He said that there was blood up in the ceiling and fluid.
And so what did he do with that duffel bag containing Harmony after he removed her from the ceiling because of maintenance?
He put her in a trash bag.
I'm showing you it's been marked as State's Exhibit 52 for identification.
Yes.
Mila, do you recognize the item that's depicted in this image?
Yes.
What is that?
The CMC diaper bag.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the CMC diaper bag?
Yes.
And how about State's Exhibit 53?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate representation
Yes.
of the item that's depicted?
Yes.
And what is that item?
It's the bag that Adam put Harmony in.
So you mentioned garbage bags that he put her in.
Yes.
What did he put those garbage bags into, if anything?
He put the garbage bags inside that bag.
So, Your Honor, at this point I move to strike ID, strike what's been marked as ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 52 and 53.
An objection?
And I move to publish, sorry.
52 and 53, the ID is stricken, they're entered as full exhibits, and they may be published to the jury.
Kayla, how did Harmony's body fit into this bag?
Adam squished her in it.
I'm sorry, can you say that a little bit louder?
Adam squished her into the bag.
Yeah, I'm showing you it's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 85. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Is this similar to that CMC bag?
Yes.
Is it in fact identical to that CMC bag?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point I move to strike the ID of State's Exhibit 85 and mark as full and publish to the jury.
Any objection?
No objection.
The ID is stricken, it's entered as full exhibit.
So the defendant put Harmony into garbage bags and he squished her into a bag like this one?
Yes.
And this again was at the Families in Transition shelter.
Yes.
Where did he do that to her?
In the bathroom of the room that we stayed in.
Were you in the bathroom with him when he did that?
No.
Did you hear anything when he was doing that to her in the bathroom?
I heard a loud bang.
Could you see what was going on in there?
No.
You mentioned the defendant stuffing Harmony into the duffel bag
Yes.
at that intersection in the far guide.
Yes.
And then you mentioned him squishing her into this bag.
Yes.
Did she fill that bag, that CMC bag that you just saw?
Yes.
Her body filled that bag?
Yes.
And what did he do with the bag after he put her in there?
He put her back in the ceiling.
You mentioned being at the Families in Transition shelter for a month and a half.
Yes.
During that time, did the defendant begin discussing disposing of Harmony, getting rid of her body?
No.
At some point, did he begin discussing disposing of Harmony, getting rid of her body?
Yes.
And what was his plan? What was his idea for getting rid of her?
To use lime. And dismember her.
What did he believe that lime would do if he used it on her body?
Speculation unless it's.
Did
The objection is sustained, so you can rephrase the question, please.
the defendant tell you what he believed lime would do if he used it on Harmony's body?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
That it will help decay her body.
That it would help decay her body?
Yes.
Did he tell you what he believed dismembering her would do?
No.
But he told you that that was his plan?
Yes.
Counsel, can you approach for just a minute? As I have said to you, we will take a mid-morning break. I think this is a good time to do that. I'm going to ask the witness for the moment, please remain on the stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you, don't discuss the evidence that you've heard, this case, with each other or with anybody else. Don't do any independent research. Don't look up anything on your phones. Make sure you're avoiding any headlines. And we will take a 15-minute break, so we'll come back and start testimony again in about 5 of. Okay? All rise for the jurors, please.
Am I sitting or am I standing?
Ms. Montgomery, I remind you, you remain under oath.
Kayla, before, excuse me. Before we broke, you were telling us about your time in the fit shelter.
Yes.
And you mentioned the defendant taking Harmony's body out of that ceiling. She was still in the duffel bag.
Yes.
Brought her into the bathroom, is that right?
Yes.
And you said when he was in there, you couldn't see what was going on, but you heard a bang.
Yeah.
What was he doing to her?
Trying to fit her in that bag.
When you say trying to fit her into that bag, is that the bag like this one?
Yes.
And you heard a bang while he was doing that.
Yes.
Did you hear any other noises?
No.
How long was he in the fit shelter bathroom trying to fit her into this bag?
About a couple hours.
You mentioned him putting her in garbage bags and then squishing her into a bag like that one.
Yes.
The duffel bag that he had initially put her in, what happened to that duffel bag?
He got rid of it.
Do you know what he did with it?
I don't know what he did with it. But it was no longer, we didn't have it anymore.
And was that after the bathroom?
Yes.
You said that Harmony's body was beginning to smell, that it was horrible.
Yes.
Did the defendant take measures to combat that smell?
Yes.
What did he do?
That is when he took her down from the ceiling and brought her into the bathroom to put her in the garbage bags and to get her to fit in that bag that's similar to that one. And he asked me to bring the bag to his job
Where was his job at the time? Where was he working?
at Portland Pie in Manchester.
This is still while you were at the Families in Transition Shelter?
Yes.
How long did he work there for?
2 months.
And you said he asked you to bring the bag to him at work.
Yes.
Did you obey?
Yes.
About how did you get there from the Families in Transition Shelter to his work?
I walked
And where was the bag at that point?
in the stroller.
How long of a walk is that from the shelter to his work at Portland Pie?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Was anyone with you during that walk?
My 2 kids.
Why did you obey the defendant when he told you to bring Harmony's body in that bag to his work?
Because I was scared.
Are you aware of what he did with her body once you brought it to him?
Yes.
What did he do with it?
He put it.
Objection, source.
Sustained. If you would rephrase the
Your
question.
Honor. You said you're aware of what he did with her body at his work at the Portland Pie Pizza Company. How are you aware of what he did with it, Gayla?
Because he told me that he put her in the freezer.
Was that the only time, to your knowledge, that he put her in the freezer, or were there more times where he brought her and put her in the freezer?
That was my only time.
I want to go back for just a moment. When he was in the bathroom, you said it was for several hours.
Yes.
Are you aware of him doing anything to clean up in that bathroom?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what he did to clean up?
He used ammonia to clean up anything that happened in that bathroom.
How do you know he used ammonia to clean up anything that happened in that bathroom?
Because he specifically bought it.
Were you with him when he bought it?
I don't remember.
But you remember him using ammonia to clean.
Yes.
Did he tell you what he believed the ammonia would do?
It wouldn't show evidence of any blood or fluids.
And did he tell you at that point why he didn't want evidence to be shown, why he didn't want anything to be shown down the road?
So he wouldn't get in trouble and nobody could find anything.
Why did he put Harmony in the freezer at the Portland Pie Pizza Company?
Because he said that if she's in the freezer, there wouldn't be any fluids or anything leaking.
At some point around that time, did you get tax returns, your tax refunds?
Yes.
Do you remember around when that was?
February or March, I believe, in 2021.
So I still want to talk about the time you were at the fit shelter. Did you eventually leave the fit shelter?
Yes.
And where did you live after the fit shelter?
Union Street in Manchester.
Do you remember when you moved into Union Street in Manchester?
Yes.
What day did you move there?
February 20th, 2020.
And did you sign a lease agreement for that apartment?
Yes.
Did you list Harmony as a child?
No.
How about on your tax returns? Did you list Harmony as a child?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors why you did that?
Because she lived with us for 6 months or more, and Adam told me to leave her on there
Did he tell you why he wanted you to leave her on there?
so that it would just show that we still had her living with us.
So you moved into your apartment on Union Street on February 20th, is that what you said?
Yes.
And that's of 2020?
Yes.
Where was he keeping Harmony at that point?
In the refrigerator of our apartment.
And I asked you earlier, and I think you said he began to discuss dismembering Harmony.
Yes.
What did he say about dismembering her?
That he just wanted to put her in, he would put her in pieces to get rid of her.
And was that at the Union Street apartment?
Yes.
That's where that discussion occurred?
Yes.
Did he ever discuss using tools on Harmony with you? Using tools on her body?
He said that he was going to try and use a saw. He wanted to use a hand saw or a NutriBullet.
And I want to unpack that.
And I didn't hear that last word, I'm sorry.
And a NutriBullet. NutriBullet.
Kayla, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 63 for identification.
Yes.
Do you recognize the item that's depicted in this exhibit?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what it is?
It's a handsaw.
It's a handsaw?
Yeah.
Do you recognize this handsaw?
Yes.
When the defendant discussed dismembering Harmony, using tools on her,
Yes.
is this a saw that he discussed doing that with?
Yes.
Is this an accurate representation of that saw as you remember it?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to strike ID, mark as full State's Exhibit 63, and publish to the jurors.
Okay.
The ID is stricken, it's entered as a full exhibit.
So this is the saw that he discussed using to dismember Harmony's body?
Yes.
That discussion again occurred at the Union Street apartment?
Yes.
You talked about something else just then, and we barely caught it. You mentioned a NutriBullet?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what that is, what a NutriBullet is?
It's like a blender that you can make smoothies in or any kind of puree food item.
And what did the defendant say about using a NutriBullet, a blender, on Harmony?
When we lived on Union Street,
What did he say about it?
he said that it would be good to use. It would help get rid of her.
It helped get rid of Harmony.
Yes.
Earlier you mentioned the defendant talking about lime, the idea that what was his idea? What was his purpose of using lime?
That it would help her body decay.
That's what he told you?
Yes.
Caleb, I've shown you it's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 62. Do you recognize this item?
Yes.
And what can you tell me about this item? Do you recognize anything, particular markings on this item?
The bag of lime on the left side is similar to the one that he had.
When you say it's similar to the one that he had, who's he? Who's the he that you're
Adam.
referring to?
Adam.
And is there a circle around that bag?
Yes.
And is there writing underneath it?
Yes.
Do you recognize that writing?
It's my initials.
Okay. Is this an accurate representation of the item that you circled and initialed?
Yes.
Did you write those initials?
Yes.
Did you circle this item?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
To let it be known that that's the item that was similar to the one that he had.
Your Honor, I move to strike ID and mark as full and publish State's Exhibit 62.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
If the ID is stricken, it's entered as a full exhibit and it may be published.
Kayla, who were you with when you circled this bag of lime?
Detective Dunleavy and Riley.
Is that Max Redhill?
Yeah, that
Private
one.
Detective?
Yeah.
So you're with law enforcement?
Yes.
And they asked you if you could identify. Had you seen?
I'm sorry, objection sustained.
Had you seen a bag of lime in your Union Street apartment?
Yes.
Where was that bag of lime located in your Union Street apartment?
In the bathroom.
Do you know how that bag of lime got there?
No.
Did you buy that bag of lime?
No.
When you saw that bag of lime in the bathroom of Union Street, what was going on in that bathroom at the time?
Adam was trying to de-thaw her body.
When you say Adam was trying to de-thaw her body, what was he doing specifically?
Taking the clothes off of her and putting her in the bag of lime.
And when he was trying to de-thaw her body, where was Harmony's body at the time?
In the bathtub.
And that's when you saw the bag of lime?
Yes.
Did you see Harmony's body in the bathtub?
Yes.
I want you to tell the jurors what you saw of her body in that bathtub.
I saw Harmony in the bathtub, still folded together the same way that she was left in the bag when we took her out of the car. And she just looked like she had just barely any skin, like she was just a layer of skin and bone. And she was all bruised up.
And what was the defendant doing to de-thaw her?
He had the hot water running from the shower.
And where was the hot water running in the shower?
In the bathroom.
Where was the hot water running in relation to Harmony's body?
Union Street apartment.
Harmony's body, where was it in the Union Street apartment?
In the tub.
Was the hot water touching her?
Yes.
He was running it over her?
Yes.
And what was he doing to Harmony's body during this process?
Taking the clothes off of her.
Was he touching her at all during that process?
Yes.
Tell us how he was touching her.
He was cutting the clothes off of her and just de-thawing her.
Did he tell you to help him at some point?
Yes.
Did you obey him?
Yes.
Why?
'Cause I was scared.
How did you help him?
I helped him take the clothes off of her
How did he take the clothes off of her?
by cutting them with scissors.
What did he do with her body after he cut the clothes off of her?
Put her in the bag of lime.
You mentioned these clothes. What clothes was she wearing when he put her into that tub?
She had a hoodie on, and she had her leggings on. That's
Did you leave that bathroom at some point while he was in there?
yeah,
Why? Why'd you leave the bathroom?
because I needed to check on the kids, and I couldn't be in there anymore
And let's talk about that. What do you mean you couldn't be there in there anymore?
because I couldn't handle it. I didn't want to see anything.
How long was he in the bathroom for that day?
A few hours.
And that was with Harmony's body?
Yes.
At some point, did he close the door to the bathroom?
Yes.
Were you able to hear what he was doing in there?
No.
Were you able to... Why weren't you able to hear what he was doing in there?
Because our neighbor next door always had loud music playing, and I couldn't tell what noises were happening.
You mentioned a shower being on earlier.
Yes.
Did that shower stay on after you left the bathroom?
It was on when I left the bathroom, yes.
And did it stay on? Did he leave it on?
Yes.
Did he take breaks from what he was doing in the bathroom at any point?
No.
Did he leave the bathroom at any point?
No.
How many bags did you see in the bathroom with him?
3.
And what was happening with each of those bags?
He had lime in the bags.
So one of the bags was a bag of lime.
Yes.
Was it a large bag or a small bag?
The bag that he was putting them in were large trash
The
bags.
bag that contained the lime, was that a large bag or a small bag?
It was a large bag.
A large bag of lime?
Yes.
You said that he was putting that lime into a bag.
Yes.
Was there anything else in the bag when he was putting the lime in?
No.
Did you see Harmony's body go into the bag?
No.
What happened to Harmony's body after it was in the bathtub?
It was in the CMC bag.
What did he do with the CMC bag?
Put Harmony in it.
What did he do with the lime that was in the bathroom?
It was in the big trash bags.
The lime was in the big trash bags?
Well, I know he put the lime in trash bags, but I didn't see that bag after.
Which bag did you not see after
The
that?
lime bag.
Did he also add lime to the CMC bag?
Yes.
Was he talking to you during this process?
No.
He was working.
Yeah.
At any point, did you see him remove Harmony's body from the bathtub?
No.
You mentioned earlier that he put Harmony's body back into the CMC bag.
Yes.
How do you know that he did that?
Because he put the bag back in the freezer after.
You mentioned garbage bags.
Yes.
What was he doing with the garbage bags in that bathroom?
He had the big garbage bags put in the CMC bag and had the lime in the bag.
And that clothing that you mentioned? You used scissors to cut off her clothing?
Yes.
What happened to her clothing? What happened to Harmony's clothes?
It was put in a trash bag.
Was anything else put into that trash bag with her, or with the clothes?
Not that I... Oh, the duffel bag.
So you saw the duffel bag again after the fit shelter.
Yes.
And that trash bag that the duffel bag went into, that the clothes went into, what happened to that trash bag?
I don't know.
Did the defendant tell you what he planned to do with that trash bag?
Throw them away.
Did he tell you specifically where he was going to throw it away?
He just said he wasn't going to leave them in our trash area. He was going to bring them somewhere
Did he say why he wasn't going to leave them in your trash?
so that there's no evidence.
Do you recall telling investigators that when you saw Harmony in the bathtub, the defendant was squishing the liquids out of her?
No.
You mentioned earlier the defendant talked about dismembering Harmony.
Yes.
Did he do that in the bathroom?
I don't know.
That conversation about dismembering Harmony, conversation about using the tools, how close in time was that to the steps, the actions that the defendant took in the bathroom?
Well, I know that the conversation with the tool happened when I lived with my mother.
Okay.
We were staying at my mother's house. And by the time that he was trying to, I don't even know what he did, but it was a few months after.
You mentioned earlier that the defendant squished Harmony at the fit shelter. He squished Harmony into that CMC bag.
Yes.
You said that her body filled that bag.
Yes.
How was he able to add lime to that bag if it was full of Harmony's body?
I don't know.
You don't know what he did in that bathroom.
No.
And I believe you said this already, but what did he do with the bag, the CMC bag, after he was done in the bathroom?
He put it in the freezer.
Did the defendant ultimately dispose of what remained of Harmony's body?
I don't know.
Did he get rid of her body
Not then.
at some point?
Yes.
And so I want to turn your attention to that. At some point, did he have a conversation with you about getting rid of that CMC bag, of getting rid of Harmony's body?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors what that conversation involved, what he said?
He said that that he wanted to get rid of her body soon because he was scared that if anything ever happened, he was scared of what would happen to him and me and the kids.
And what steps did the defendant take to get rid of that CMC bag that had Harmony's body in it?
He got in touch with an old friend of his,
Do you remember that old friend's name?
Travis Beach.
Did you know Travis Beach at the time?
No,
Had you met him before?
no.
Do you know how the defendant got in touch with Travis Beach?
I don't know who reached out to who, but I knew it was about selling a gun.
And did Travis Beach ever come to your apartment?
Yes,
Did he come to your apartment with a female?
yes.
Do you know that female's name?
Brittany.
And is that Brittany Bedard?
Yes.
Yes?
Ms. Montgomery, you mentioned a Brittany coming to your house.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the person that's depicted in this image? And I should say for the record, I'm showing Kayla what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 55.
That's Declan.
You recognize the individual in this image?
Yeah.
And you said it's Declan?
Yes.
Who is Declan to you?
My son.
Did Brittany, did she stay at your house for very long?
A couple days.
Okay. And at some point after Travis Beach, Brittany Bedard arrived at your home on Union Street, did you go to a hotel with them?
Yes.
At some point after they came to your house that day, when you went to that hotel with them, did you become aware of a U-Haul?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of this U-Haul?
So that Adam can use it to dispose of Harmony's body.
Do you remember the name of the hotel that you stayed at?
The Econolodge.
And you mentioned not having an ID, not having a license. Whose name was that Econolodge room under?
Brittany.
Did they stay at the Econolodge with you?
Yes.
And were they in the same room as you or a separate room or something else?
Separate room.
When did you first become aware of the U-Haul?
Adam had talked to me about having her rent a U-Haul to use.
Did Adam tell you why he wanted her to rent a U-Haul to use?
because she has a license and to have it in somebody else's name
Why did he want that U-Haul rental in someone else's name?
so that they can't prove that Adam rented it.
Did you see the U-Haul rental at any point?
Yes.
Can you describe the U-Haul rental for the jurors?
The rental U-Haul was a van, like a van that, like people that do painting would use.
So it was a rental van.
Yes.
And I want to back up for just a moment. You said you were at the Econo Lodge Hotel. Was Harmony's body with you in that hotel?
Yes.
Where was that body? Where was Harmony being stored?
In the fridge.
Did the defendant tell you where he planned to dump Harmony's body?
No.
Did he leave with a rental van at some point?
Yes.
Did he leave with a CMC bag at the same time?
Yes.
When did he leave?
It was in the middle of the night.
Did he say anything to you before he left?
No.
Did he tell you what he was doing?
No, but I already knew what he was doing.
And that's because he told you before.
Yes.
Did he tell you specifically why he wasn't telling you where he was going, where he was dumping Harmony?
Yes.
Tell the jurors what he told you.
He said he wasn't telling me where he was bringing her so that if anything like this happened and the cops got involved, that I wouldn't be able to tell. I wouldn't know where she is, so I couldn't tell anybody where she is. Only he would know.
Kayla, where is Harmony's body?
I don't know.
Kayla, where did he dump Harmony?
I don't know.
Did he return to the hotel room?
Yes.
And when did he return?
It was like right before the sun came out
Did he say anything to you when he returned?
that he got rid of her.
That CMC bag, the one that he squished Harmony into,
Yes.
was it still with him?
No.
I want to switch gears, Kayla. I told you we'd get back to this, but I want to talk about the time that you were living in the fit shelter, the time you were living in your apartment on Union Street. At some point during that time frame, early 2020, did the defendant begin to suspect that you were informing on him?
Yes.
Did he suspect that you were informing on him about Harmony?
Sustained.
I'll rephrase. What did he suspect that you were informing on him about?
About killing Harmony.
And what did he do because of those suspicions?
He started abusing me.
I want to unpack that abuse. Can you tell the jurors what he did to you?
When he would accuse me of talking to police or detectives, he would ask me if I was telling, and I would say no. And he would say just to tell him the truth, and I wouldn't agree, saying that I did. And then because he would end up hitting me, and I finally said that I did, even though I didn't, but he still hurt me anyway.
You said that he ended up hitting you. He would still hurt me anyway.
Yes,
How did he hurt you, Kayla?
by punching me
Where did he punch you?
in the head.
What did he punch you with, Kayla?
His hands,
Open hand, closed fists, something else?
both,
How often did this happen to you? How often did he do this?
constantly. It just kept happening.
What was it like living with him back then, Kayla?
It was definitely not good.
Do you recognize what's depicted in what's marked as States Exhibit 99, Kayla?
Yes, it's me with two black eyes.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of you on that day?
Yes,
Do you remember what day this was?
March 17th,
Is that of 2020 or 2021?
2021.
Your Honor, I move to strike the ID mark as full and publish to the jury States Exhibit 99.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, the ID is stricken and is entered as a full exhibit. It may be published to the jury.
Kayla, you said that the abuse started in early 2020.
Yes.
You said that this photo was taken in March of 2021.
Yes.
You also said that this was a regular occurrence.
Yes.
From the time that the abuse began until you took this photograph, was it consistent with the defendant? Was he consistently accusing you?
Yes.
Was he consistently hitting you?
Yes.
Was he doing things to items in your house?
Yes.
What was he doing to the items in your house?
Destroying everything. Breaking a lot of stuff.
Why was he breaking things, Kayla?
Because he thought that there was microphones in the house. And I was telling on him. I thought there was cameras.
You said that he would hit you, that he would hurt you. Did he also threaten you?
Yes.
Tell the jurors what he said would happen to you.
He said that he would be able to contact his family member, his Uncle Kevin, and have him kill me and cut me in pieces, and nobody would be able to find me.
Did he say why that would happen? Why he would have that done?
If I ended up telling on him
Telling on him about what?
about Harmony being murdered.
What else did the defendant do when he suspected that you were working with the police?
He was very abusive.
During one of those incidents, do you recall trying to call someone for help, trying to get help?
Yes.
And Kayla, let me ask you this. Do you know someone named Roseanne Smith?
Yes.
Who is Roseanne Smith to you?
She was the public transportation for the ride to the clinic.
I want you to tell the jurors about an incident involving Mrs. Smith.
I was going to the methadone clinic, and I left without him while he was sleeping because he would tell me we're not going even when our ride showed up, but I ended up going while he was sleeping. And I was getting dropped off, and I had a black eye, and Rose saw my black eye, and I asked her if I could use her phone to call somebody so I could call my mom or somebody to help me. And he saw that I was using her phone, and he came and ripped it out of my and her hand. I was handing her back the phone, and he ripped it out of her hand and asked who I was calling. And he was being very aggressive.
Again, you were trying to call for help.
Yeah.
Do you know someone named Tara Hilbert?
Yes.
Tell the jurors about an incident involving Miss Hilbert.
Adam would tell me that I couldn't leave the house, and I ended up leaving and running out of the house, and I had my daughter in my arms, and I ran to Tara's apartment, which was right next door, and asked her if she could call my mom. And then Adam came out and followed me and put me in a chokehold and said to tell her to not call my mom, to don't make that phone call or else he's gonna hurt me.
Kayla, why couldn't you leave the house?
Because he thought that I was trying to tell on him.
And let me ask you this, Kayla. When you left the house, were your two small sons still in the house with him?
Yes.
Why did you only take your daughter?
Because she was in my arms. I was already feeding her, and I just ran out and to find help, and I could go back and get the kids.
The image that I showed you, you described having bruising, black eyes.
Yeah.
Does that day stand out to you, Kayla?
Yes.
Why does it stand out to you?
Because that's the day that I took the kids and left.
Are you still married to the defendant?
Yes.
When did you get married to him?
On Harmony's birthday in 2017.
Do you remember that day, Harmony's birthday?
Yes.
What day was it?
It was June 7th.
And can you tell us that date again that you left him?
It was March 17th, 2021.
Are you aware of whether or not he began a relationship with another individual after you left him?
No.
Do you know someone named Kelsey Small?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Kelsey Small?
Yes.
Did officers in December of 2021 contact you regarding Harmony being missing?
Yes.
And you mentioned a lie earlier. Did you stick to that lie?
Yes.
I want you to tell the jurors why you stuck to that lie.
Because Adam told me to just stay saying that lie.
And so when they contacted you in December of 2021, you gave them that lie.
Yes.
And after they left you, did you contact Adam?
Yes.
What did he say when you contacted him?
He said not to say anything and to say I want a lawyer and don't tell them where he is.
Where was he at the time?
In Maine.
And did you tell him to get back here?
Yes.
Kayla, do you remember where you were on December 30th, 2021?
I was at the family shelter.
Do you remember going to a Walmart that day?
Yes.
And Kayla, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 65 for identification.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the individuals that are depicted in that image?
It's Kelsey, Adam, and myself.
And can you point to Adam on that image? Is this a fair and accurate representation of you, Kelsey, and Adam at the Walmart on December 30th of 2021?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to strike ID and mark as full State's Exhibit 65.
Any objection?
Okay.
The ID is stricken, it's entered as a full exhibit, it may be published to the jury.
And you said, you pointed here?
Yes.
That's Adam?
Yes.
What did you go to the Walmart to do?
To trade phones in for money.
Do you remember how many phones you traded in that day?
Like 3 or more.
Whose phones did you trade in?
Mine and Adam's, and I don't know who else.
And can you remind us, who were you with at the Walmart that day?
It was myself, Kelsey, and Adam.
Kayla, we spoke earlier about your convictions.
Yes.
Was that actually part of a plea agreement that you entered into?
Yes.
The testimony that you've provided today, what is your testimony based on?
Actually being there?
Is it based on the truth?
Yes.
At some point you were charged with perjury, and we talked about that earlier, but after that charge, did you agree to proffer information, to provide information to the state?
Yes.
What was the sentence that you received for your charges, your perjury charges?
I got a 3.5 to 7 suspended, and then I got a 3.5 to 7 with 1.5 off my minimum.
And what portion of that prison sentence are you currently fulfilling today?
My minimum,
What's the suspended portion of your sentence as a whole?
it's 3.5 to 7 for 10 years.
Other than the sentence conditions and your cooperation agreement with the state, are there additional conditions that you have to follow right now?
To tell the truth,
What happens if you breach that agreement? What happens if you violate that agreement?
then I get charged with whatever you guys decide to charge me with all my charges that got dropped and whatever else.
Kayla, what's your primary obligation under that agreement?
To tell the truth.
And I want to follow up just briefly with a few of the things that you've said. You testified earlier that the defendant told you he hit Harmony back in July of 2019.
Yes.
You said that he gave Harmony a black eye that day.
Yes.
You said that he murdered Harmony on December 7th, that you witnessed him murder Harmony on December 7th, 2019.
Yes.
You said that you saw him carry Harmony's body for months and compressing her, squishing her into a bag.
Yes.
You said that after months of carrying her, he ultimately disposed of Harmony's body.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you if you're able to identify the person that you've said did those things. Kayla, I'm showing you what's been published as State's Exhibit 101. Do you recognize the individual that's depicted in this image?
Yes.
Who is that?
Adam Montgomery.
Is that the Adam Montgomery that you refer to as abusing you for those months and months?
Yes.
The same one that you said gave Harmony a black eye, confessed to giving Harmony a black eye?
Yes.
The same one that beat Harmony to death, that murdered her in the Sebring?
Yes.
Kayla, at any point, did you pull Harmony out of the Sebring and stuff her into that duffel bag?
No.
At any point, did you fold her in half, as you described the defendant doing?
No.
Did you walk her to Badero's?
No.
Did you take her and put her in the ceiling of your room at the fit shelter?
No.
Did you smush her into a CMC bag like the one I showed you earlier?
No.
Did you compress her further and add lime to her in the bathroom of your Union Street apartment?
No.
Did you put her in a U-Haul van and dump her somewhere?
No.
Who did those things, Kayla?
Adam Montgomery.
At any point when you were living in that vehicle after you'd been evicted, were you ever alone with Harmony?
No.
Why not?
Because we were just always in the car.
Kayla, I want you to look at these jurors. Kayla, did you kill Harmony?
No, I did not.
Did you beat her to death?
No, I did not.
Were you alone with her when she died?
No, I was not.
If I could have just a moment. Kayla, thank you. I have no additional questions, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, I think this is a good time for the lunch break. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take an hour lunch break now, so please return at 5 past. Remind you that you remain under oath.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to have a lot of questions, but I do want to go back to some of the stuff that you said at the end and make sure I understand. I think you said that you were never alone with Harmony once you were evicted,
Right.
and I think you said pretty much the whole family unit stayed in the car,
Yes.
and that was from the time that you were evicted.
Yes.
And I think you also said something about from the time that you were evicted, every time you were in public, Harmony had to be under a cover.
Yes.
Okay, and you talked about an accident that was on November 29,
Yes.
and that's the day after Thanksgiving,
Yes.
a couple of days after you got evicted.
Yes.
And after that, on the same day of that accident, you actually went with the family to your mother's house.
Yes.
And so you, Harmony, Declan, and Seamus are there with your mother and her boyfriend and Adam.
Yes.
You were not in the car at that time.
No, we were inside the apartment.
And Harmony was not under a blanket.
No.
And on December, what is it? 2nd, you and Adam got in another bit of a fender bender, right?
Yes.
And that was out near Market Street, right?
Yes.
And the kids were not in the car that time, right?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that they were not in the car?
I don't remember if they were in the car or not.
Okay. So do you remember talking to the police about that traffic accident
Yes.
and telling them that you thought, where'd it go? That Harmony was being babysat by Tabitha Scott?
Yes.
Because Harmony and Declan and Seamus were not in the car that accident, right?
From when I was being told, asking to remember that.
I beg your pardon?
I was being asked that question before,
Uh-huh.
and I said maybe they were being babysat by Tabitha, because I didn't remember if they were in the car or not.
Okay. You couldn't remember who might be babysitting on either your mother or Tabitha, right?
Right.
Um,
Because I don't remember not having them in the car.
okay. If I showed you a copy of the police report on that accident, would that help refresh your recollection of whether or not the kids were in the car?
Yes.
I'll show you a copy of a report. It's 4 pages, and you can read anything you want to refresh your recollection, but I would start perhaps there, that talks about the gist of the accident. This is right here. My fault. I had it.
Okay.
Does that refresh your recollection about whether the kids were in the car?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about that conversation with the police. You recall the accident,
Yes.
and you recall that it was near Market Street.
Yes.
And you recalled that accident when you were talking to the police, correct?
Yes.
And I have a copy of that. We'll go back a little bit. You had a conversation with the police June 3rd. You recall that?
Of what year?
I'm sorry, 2022.
Yes.
And during that conversation, the police asked you about that accident, right?
Yes.
And when they asked you about the accident, they suggested that with it being at Market Street in the morning, you had probably just gone to the clinic, right?
Yes.
And they asked you where the kids were, right?
Yes.
And you said, I think Tabby was watching them. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't remember if it was her or my mom, but I don't know because I wasn't really at my mom's house yet because we went on the 11th.
Yes.
Okay. So when they asked where the kids were, you thought that they were being babysat by Tabitha, perhaps your mother.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start with actually probably this investigation. And you were contacted by police. Sorry. A little mixed up, but you were contacted by police in December of 2021, right?
Yes.
But there had actually been information in the media about looking for Harmony Montgomery, right?
Yes.
And you had actually seen things in the newspaper about Crystal Sorey wanting to find her daughter.
Yes.
And then when the police came to you, they wanted to talk to Adam about his daughter, right?
Yes.
And at that time, you and Adam were separated, right?
Yes.
You were living in the shelter.
Yes.
This was your second time at the Fit shelter, right?
Yes.
And Adam was in Maine, right?
Yeah.
And when they talked to you, you told them that as far as you knew, Adam had taken Harmony to his mother's, right?
Her mother's, yes.
I'm sorry, thank you. And you said that you thought Adam was in Maine,
Yes.
but you didn't give them a way to get in touch with him.
Right.
But you got in touch with him.
Yes.
And you said for him to come back to Manchester.
Yes.
You said that he needed to deal with this too.
Yes.
And you said that you were not dealing with it by yourself.
Yes.
And you said, this is not my fault.
Yes.
And Adam came when you contacted him,
Yes.
and he came to Manchester.
Yes.
But he came to Manchester with a woman,
Yes.
Kelsey Small.
Yes.
And you two had been separated since March of 2021.
Yes.
Actually, St. Patrick's Day, wasn't it?
Yes, is when I left.
You left and you called the police,
Yes.
and Adam got arrested, right?
Yes.
And he was in jail for a while, right?
30 days, yes.
And you said he was going crazy, right?
Yes.
That he started going crazy and accusing you of all sorts of stuff,
Yes.
and he actually struck you,
Yes.
and you called the police.
Yes.
And you stayed with your mom for a little bit after that,
Yes.
and then you were back at the shelter.
Yes.
But you did have a place, and the shelter was fine with you being there.
I didn't have a place.
You had a place at the shelter,
Yes.
sorry. Okay. And you contacted Adam.
Yes.
You contacted him quite a bit while he was gone, right?
Yes.
Because he was in jail for a bit, and then he went to Farnham Center, right?
Yes, I gave him a ride. So our transportation drove him to Farm Center.
And then he went to a sober house.
Yes.
And while at the sober house, you two communicated.
Yes.
But you thought he might be fooling around on you then,
Yes.
and you get mad at him,
Yes.
and you'd tell him you couldn't see the kids.
I don't remember that.
So sometimes you wouldn't let him see the kids, and sometimes you would.
I don't remember saying that he couldn't see the kids.
Okay. Sometimes you'd get mad at him,
Yes.
and you'd communicate your anger to him,
Yes.
and then sometimes you got jealous,
Yes.
and you'd communicate your jealousy to him.
But that I didn't know that he was with a girlfriend at those times.
Right, you just were jealous. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Whether it was Kelsey or not, you didn't know what was going on, but,
Because he was accusing me too.
right,
So,
right. It was sort of a back and forth relationship between the two of you,
Right.
right? And you'd get mad at him, or he might get mad at you, right?
yes.
But when things were, but you were actually, both of you sort of trying to get together too, right?
Yeah, we were trying to have our family back together.
Yeah. You considered him your best friend when things were good,
Yes. He was the
And-
same way with me too.
right? You two were pretty connected when things were good, right?
Yes.
And sometimes even when things were not so good.
Right.
Pretty solid with each other.
Yeah.
And so when Adam showed up with this woman in December of 2021, when you called him and told him to come back, you didn't like her.
No.
I think you called her thing.
Yeah.
But you needed to work with Adam to get through this investigation, right?
That's not why I was being nice to him. Was not because of this situation.
Okay. Okay. The police talked to you before you told Adam to come back, but they talked to you after you told Adam to come back too, right?
Yeah.
And you would tell the police that he took Harmony to his mother's.
Yes.
And one time they asked you to come in to the police station and talk to him.
Yes.
And you did go into the police station and talk to him, right?
Yes.
You went in voluntarily, right?
Yes.
You said that you didn't need a lawyer.
No, I never said that.
You said you talked to him without a lawyer, right?
I said I wanted a lawyer, but that didn't happen.
Oh,
But I felt like I was doing the right thing.
because you wanted to do the right thing?
Yes.
So you went to the police station to do the right thing for the investigation.
Right.
And you went to the police station to do the right thing for Harmony.
Right.
And you went to the police station and told them that as far as you knew, Adam drove Harmony to Crystal's.
Yes.
So you went to the police station to do the right thing, which was to lie?
No, that's not what I said when I went to the police station without a lawyer.
Okay. Do you recall that after you talked to them for a very long time, they gave you a chance to pull your thoughts together and be alone and maybe write down what you wanted to say?
Yes.
And that you did take that time to write down what you wanted to say to them, right?
Yes.
And they came in and you handed them the note, right?
Yes.
And they read the note, right?
Yes.
And they read it out loud for the record.
Yes.
And they had you sign the note, right?
Yes.
And in that note, you said, I don't know what happened. No clue. I just know he left to bring her to meet her mom to give Harmony to her after he dropped me off at work in the morning.
Yes.
And you wrote, I'm done talking. And you wrote a little bit more, and then you said, I can't help anymore. I'm sorry. I can't help you. Look at me, however, and I actually can't read it. I'll show you a copy of Exhibit A2 for ID and actually ask you what it says. Can you give me that?
Word. You can look at me, however.
And I'm asking you if you said this stuff, if you need to refresh your recollection, you can, okay?
Okay.
So you said, I'm sorry, I can't help. You can look at me, however. Think of me, however. You just need to get him to talk because I can't get him to say anything to me. He won't tell me anything. So he obviously did something and isn't saying anything to me. And if he isn't telling me, how am I supposed to help you? I'm done talking. And then it goes on a little more for other stuff that I won't say, okay?
Okay.
Is that what you wrote for him?
Yes.
And you were done talking,
And
right?
I remember it saying I want a lawyer.
You did, right? In that
Yes.
letter.
Yes.
And you said that you were done talking and you were getting your lawyer and you wanted to go home now, please, right?
Yes.
So, Your Honor, I'd like to offer this as as a full exhibit.
Any objection?
So essentially, you were pointing the finger at Adam having done something wrong, not you, right?
Right.
And you were lying to the police about what happened, right?
Right.
And you were giving them a lie that pretty much gave you, made you look completely innocent.
Yes.
Okay. And then they came to you another time
Yes.
while you were at the fit shelter,
Yes.
and they wanted to ask you about Adam, right?
Yes.
Because they actually saw you and Adam talking outside of the fit shelter, and Adam had just walked away, and they came up, right?
I don't remember how that went, but I guess
Okay. Pretty much right after Adam walked away, they walked up, right?
I don't remember that.
Okay. When they told you that they wanted to talk about Adam, you just sort of smiled at him and walked away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when the officer asked you to come to the police department, you said you'd already told him everything, right?
Yes.
And that was a lie as well, right? And then during that interview, you also told them that you didn't understand why Crystal was saying she didn't have Harmony.
Yeah.
Okay. And in that, and what you told the police back then was that you didn't have a clue what had happened, right?
Right.
And again, you are distancing yourself so that you have no fault in this, right? They can't blame you.
That's not what I was doing. I was doing what I was told to do the whole time.
Okay. Well, Adam got arrested on January 5th, right?
Yes.
You got arrested on January 6th.
Yes.
You knew that Adam was arrested, right?
Yes.
And you were arrested for something that eventually became a theft charge, right?
Yes.
And after you were arrested, you were incarcerated.
Yes.
You were incarcerated for several months,
Yes.
and you wanted to get out.
Yes.
You worked very, very hard to get out, right?
Yes.
You worked very hard to get into rehabilitation shelters and the like in hopes that you could get out to the shelter
Yes.
on bail.
Yes.
And it took a long time, right?
Yes.
I think it was May 6th you finally got out.
Yeah, it was 4 months.
Pardon?
4 months.
Okay. So May 6th is about right?
Yes.
I want to talk about some of the things going on while you were in jail, waiting to get out. Adam, by the way, you knew was not out on bail, right?
Right.
And you knew he could not get out on bail, right?
Right.
You had the ability to get out on bail, but he did not.
I didn't know he didn't have a chance to get out on bail. I
Okay,
didn't know what was going on with him.
okay. What do you mean you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't know what his situation was with either getting out or not getting out or trying to get out. I had no idea.
Okay. You were sort of following events while you were incarcerated, right?
Not really.
Okay. You were following what was going on with Adam while you were incarcerated, right?
Overruled.
I don't know.
Do you remember talking to people about the fact that Adam was still talking to Kelsey on the phone while he was incarcerated?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you were saying, you know, I have ways of finding things out, right?
No.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a second. During that period of incarceration that you wanted to get out, you did not tell the police the truth of what happened to Harmony, right?
Right.
You didn't tell the police how Harmony died.
Right.
You didn't tell them when she died.
Right.
You didn't tell them anything truthful at all, right?
Right.
And then while you were in jail, you sort of thought about your own trouble and maybe how to get out of trouble, right?
Not just my own trouble, but okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to explain it.
You thought about missing the kids, you mean? Their trouble too, because they didn't have their mother?
Yeah, and Adam. I was still thinking about Adam too.
Okay. You were thinking about Adam, weren't you?
Yeah.
And while you were thinking about how to get out of trouble, you sort of wrote some of your thoughts down on paper about how to get out of trouble, right?
Not how to get out of trouble, just what I was thinking. Yes.
About what you wanted while you talked about betraying Adam, right?
Right.
To get what you wanted, right?
No.
Okay. I'm going to show you a copy of what is marked for ID as G10. Let's see if you recognize these writings. You finished?
Yeah.
Do you recognize those writings?
Yes.
And those are writings of your thoughts that you put to paper about what you wanted to betray Adam, right?
No. They are my thoughts. Yes.
Well, let's go. One of the things that you wanted was one last time with Adam, right?
Right.
You wanted one last time to maybe kiss him or make love.
Yep.
And what you didn't write was that you wanted protection from Adam, right?
Right.
What you didn't write was that you were afraid of Adam, right?
Right.
Because you didn't want protection from Adam, right?
I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay. You just wanted to be with him one last time before you, as you put it, betrayed him, right?
Yes.
And having one last time with Adam before you talked to the police, you felt like he would understand and he would love you back, right?
No, I'm thinking about the conversation that him and I had before
About?
about the kids still having their mother when
Okay.
the situation occurs,
Right,
and that he would take everything
yeah,
so that I could be with the kids.
right. You two talked about that and what would happen, and you both agreed that you were the mother. You were more important to the kids, right?
Right,
That you were the mother of his children, right?
right,
And you needed to be there for his children,
right.
right? And you needed to be around more than he needed to be around.
No.
You actually wanted him to not be caught, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Pardon?
I didn't.
And you wanted him to not be blamed for the death
Right.
because he didn't do what you said he did.
He did do what he did.
Okay. Well, one of the things that you wanted, other than being alone one last time, was immunity. Immunity for everything, the charges you were facing and what you were about to say, right?
Right,
And it's what you were about to say about Adam, right?
right.
You weren't going to say anything about you if you didn't have to, right?
I was going to say everything.
Okay. And you wanted the kids in your life. You didn't want to lose custody of your kids, right?
Right,
And you wanted treatment, right?
right,
You wanted mental health counseling, right?
right,
And immunity from everything. Where did you learn about immunity? For
Adam.
Adam told you about immunity?
Yeah.
And this is things that you're going to talk to your lawyer about?
Yes.
Okay. And you thought that you want to see what the AG has to offer, but you don't want to end up being screwed yourself by them, right?
Right.
You didn't want them to play games with you and then you would get fucked in the end, right?
Yeah, because that's what Adam said that they would do.
Okay. It was all Adam, right?
I am my own person, but yes.
Okay. And you said, I am so fucked, I should just, I don't know, for Harmony, for me, for my kids, for. So you actually thought, maybe I will help with the investigation for Harmony.
Yeah.
And one of the things is you were noticing that Seamus was having a hard time, as well as Declan, and you didn't want them to get adopted out, right?
Right.
And it's one of the things that you talked to Adam about when you two agreed not to talk about Harmony's death was that people would take the children.
Right.
And you didn't want people to take the children, right?
Right.
And you would rather hide Harmony's death than have the state come and take the children from you, right?
That's not what I was thinking.
Okay. But you two talked about it and how important it was for you to be there with the kids and for them not to take the children, right?
Yes.
And it is a conversation that you and Adam had after you discovered Harmony's death.
Yes.
And it is something that you agreed to after you discovered Harmony's death, right?
Yes.
And Adam did agree to take the fall after you discovered Harmony's death and had that conversation.
Yes.
And as you said, when you two were in sync, it was about as tight as it could be, right?
Right.
Best friends, do anything for the other.
Right.
That note was your thoughts for what you wanted your attorney to talk to the AG about, right?
Yes.
And that note was found in your cell, hidden like between the mattress and the frame?
No, it was in a book.
Okay. But it was found during a regular cell search, right?
Yes.
And the COs asked you about that note,
Yes.
and you said that you wanted to talk to the AG.
Yes.
And when you hoped to talk to the AG, those were the conditions that you wanted to get.
Yes.
And you did not have a conversation with the AG in January, right?
No.
Didn't have a conversation with the AG in February, right?
No.
Didn't have a conversation with the AG in March, right?
No.
But you did get a subpoena for the grand jury,
Yes.
and you understood what the grand jury was.
Yes.
And you did get out May 6th, right? That was
Yes.
before the grand jury. right?
Yes.
And you still didn't talk to the AG before you went to the grand jury.
Right.
By the way, I would like to have that introduced as a full exhibit. That would be G for ID. Push. Sorry, I couldn't do. So in any event, you, after that note was seized, you asked to talk to the AG. You didn't talk to the AG before getting subpoenaed to the grand jury, but you did get out, right?
Yes.
And before you got out, you actually filed for divorce, right?
Yes.
You filed for divorce in March,
Yes.
and you were done, right?
As hard as it was, yes.
Okay, done. Give us in your past now.
Not really, but
Okay. But your future was about you now, right?
yeah, I tried.
Okay, and you went to the grand jury in May of 2022,
22.
May 20th, actually, right? That sound right?
I didn't know it was in the same month that I got out, but I thought it was around that time, between May and June.
Okay, if I showed you a copy of the front of the transcript of your testimony, would that help refresh your recollection about when it was?
Yes.
Okay, and this is... States, Defendant's Exhibit B for ID. Does that refresh your recollection? Yes, please feel free to check through the transcript to make sure it's correct and that it's you.
I remember I remember going to this, yes.
Okay. And looking at it doesn't refresh your recollection about the exact day, but it seems like around the,
Yes.
okay. Now, when you went to the grand jury, you had no immunity, right?
Right.
You had no agreement with the state.
Right.
And about 2 years, over 2 years had passed since Harmony had died.
Yes.
And over 2 months had passed since you wrote that note that is Exhibit G of the conditions that you'd like to get for, quote, betraying Adam, right?
Yes.
And so you went to the grand jury,
Yes.
and you were advised that you had to tell the truth, right?
Yes.
They actually swore you in like you were sworn in here.
Yes.
And there was a prosecutor there asking you questions.
Yes.
And there was a group of people, not in this configuration, but probably even more people there that were the grand jury.
Yes.
And you were not particularly happy with Adam when you went to the grand jury, right?
I was stuck in my head.
Okay. Well, you lied to the grand jury, right?
Yes.
Even though you swore an oath to tell the truth.
Yes.
And not only did you swear an oath to tell the truth, but you were actually given, I think what they called ground rules. Do you remember being given some of the rules of testifying in front of the grand jury?
Yes.
And you were told that you could refuse to answer any question if it would incriminate you, right?
Yes.
And you understood what incriminating you would mean, right?
Yes.
And that meant if it would get you in trouble.
Yes.
And you were told that incrimination was pretty much if your answer would risk you being charged with a crime.
Yes.
And you were also told that if you did answer, you had to answer truthfully.
Yes.
But you were also told that if you had an answer that got someone else in trouble, you had to answer that.
Yes.
And you were asked if you had any questions about those rules, right?
Yes.
And you were also told that if you had a question about any of the questions,
Yes.
meaning if a question might incriminate you or not, you could take a break, step outside, and talk to your lawyer, right?
Yes.
Your lawyer wasn't allowed in the courtroom, but he was available to you, right?
Yes.
And if you thought that a question might get you in trouble, you could go out and talk to your lawyer.
Yes.
And you were also told that you could get charged with perjury if you lied to the grand jury.
Yes.
You were told that not only could you get charged with perjury if you lied to the grand jury, but you could get charged with perjury for each and every lie.
Yes.
And that a perjury charge could bring a sentence of 3.5 to 7 years
Yes.
in prison.
Yes.
And that if you lied more than once, you could get more than one sentence of 3.5 to 7.
Yes.
You could get a sentence of 3.5 to 7 for every lie you told to the grand jury.
Yes.
And you lied to the grand jury.
Yes.
And you lied more than once.
Yes.
You lied more than twice.
I only got 2 counts of it, so I don't remember lying more than twice.
You do not recall lying more than twice to the grand jury.
Right.
You think you only lied twice to them.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go through what you talked to the grand jury about. They actually talked to you. The prosecutor had this note. to the
Yes.
grand jury, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't tell, was it this note that was handwritten by you, or was it a copy of it?
It was a copy of it.
Okay. And he read some and had you read some of the note out loud to the grand jury, so he could ask you questions about it, right?
Yes.
And he asked you what you meant by thinking about betraying Adam, right?
Yes.
And you said you were thinking about, that he hurt Adam, Harmony, right?
Yes.
Because he had actually only been arrested on June 5th for second-degree assault to Harmony.
Yes.
And you said that betrayal sort of referred to that. You were going to betray him on that.
Yes.
Okay. Because you said that you didn't know what happened to Harmony, that you had no idea.
Yes.
That was a lie.
Yes.
And you said you thought Adam hurt her, but you didn't know what happened to her.
Yes.
That was a lie.
Yes.
And that was a lie that protected you, but pointed the finger at Adam, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you were asked about physical abuse by Adam,
Yes.
and you said he spanked her a couple of times when she wasn't listening or something, but it wasn't a lot.
Yes.
Was that a lie?
No.
And when they asked, well, what is it that you're talking about betraying him, you said, well, he verbally abused her by putting her in a corner and spanking her.
Yes.
Was that a lie?
No.
Okay. You told the grand jury that the last time you saw Harmony was 2 days after Thanksgiving, 2019.
Yes.
Was that a lie?
Yes.
You told them that Adam dropped you off at work because he was bringing her to her mother's.
Yes.
Was that a lie?
Yes.
And you said all the kids were in the car, you were going to work, and everybody was fine.
Yes.
Was that a lie?
Yes.
You said that you worked in the morning. You knew it was, they asked you about your shift, and you said it was 6 to 2 at Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yes.
And that was the truth for when you worked at Dunkin' Donuts, but it was a lie for 2 days after Thanksgiving, right? You didn't work at Dunkin' Donuts 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Right.
And that was one of the lies that you got charged with.
Yes.
Okay. But you had lied before that, right? To the grand jury already.
Yes.
And then you also said the day that you were working on at the Dunkin' Donuts, and that was your second charge.
Yes.
So you got charged for lying about the shift that you worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and you got charged for lying about
It was the location.
the location, not the day.
Yes, yes.
Okay. The location of Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yes.
But not all those other lies that we've already talked about. You didn't get charges for them, right? And when you told the grand jury that you were working at Dunkin' Donuts that day, the prosecutor actually gave you a hint. He said, "Are you sure?" And you said, "Yeah," right?
Yes.
And he said, "Take a minute and think because we had the records," right?
Right.
And you repeated the lie anyway.
Yes.
And but you knew that they knew at that point that you might be lying.
Yes.
You knew that you might be getting caught,
Yes.
and you didn't know what to do.
No, I did not.
So you just continued in your lie.
Yes.
And so you said that you had a conversation with Adam, and he told you a day or two before taking Harmony to her mother that he was going to do that, right?
Yes.
And that was a lie.
Yes.
And you said that you figured he gave her to her mom because her mom, Crystal, had a place.
Yes.
But you didn't figure he gave her to her mom.
No.
You knew that she had died,
Yes.
and she had died in the car.
Yes.
She died in the car with you,
Yes.
and you knew it.
Yes.
And so when you said you're trying to convince the grand jury that you're telling the truth, right?
Right.
Because every time you lie to them, you are subject to 3.5 to 7.
Right.
And so you want them to believe you.
Right.
And then you tell them that one of the reasons that you didn't think about what was going on with Harmony was because you had a lot of stuff going on with your son.
I don't remember that.
Okay. You said that one of the reasons that Adam brought Harmony to her mom was because she had already been through so much with the state that he didn't want her to live in the car anymore, and she could live in a better place with Crystal.
Yes.
And that, again, was trying to get the grand jury to believe your story.
Yes.
And that was a lie.
Yes.
And you said Harmony was a normal kid, right?
Yes.
And that was not a lie.
No.
You said that she had issues like anybody else,
Yes.
and that was not a lie.
No.
And you said that you actually, when Adam came back without Harmony, you actually asked, did you take Harmony to Crystal, like you said, and he told you he had,
Yes.
and that was a lie.
Yes.
You told the grand jury you didn't think it was strange that Adam didn't buy Harmony birthday cards or talk to Crystal about Harmony, right?
Right.
And they asked you why, and you said it was because you had your own issues with your eldest son, and with all that you and Adam were going through, you weren't thinking about Harmony or your eldest son.
Right.
And that is a son that is not of you and Adam, right?
Right.
That is a son that you were also visiting.
Yes.
And there was a lot going on with your son. Adam had a lot going on with Harmony, and so you just didn't think about all those things because it was too chaotic.
Yes.
And so while some of that might be true, that certainly wasn't why you weren't thinking about Harmony, or about Adam not staying in touch with Harmony, right?
Right.
Because you knew Adam was dead, right? Harmony was dead, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And so you just sort of made that up as a reason why things are going on in your head, so something that would be strange to other people wasn't strange to you, right?
Right.
It just sort of popped in your head. This is a good reason to give the grand jury to try and convince them I'm telling the truth.
Right.
But it was from a real life detail, right? That was going on in your life with your eldest son.
Yes.
And you told the grand jury that Adam had been violent to you, so you believed that he had been violent to his daughter,
Yes.
but you hadn't seen anything.
Right.
And you told them that you were under the assumption that whole time that Harmony was with her mother.
Yes.
Another lie.
Yes.
You told the grand jury, obviously, you were thinking he did something wrong, but you didn't want to think about that, right?
Right.
And you said because you had the other kids too, right?
Right.
You had other stuff to think about.
Right.
When the prosecutor asked you, do you think it's a good possibility that Harmony's not around anymore? You said that could be a possibility, right?
Right.
You didn't tell them that you knew she was dead,
Right.
right? You didn't tell them that you were there when she died.
Right.
And that's kind of a lie by omission, right?
Yes.
It's like not telling them something to send them down the wrong road, right?
Right.
And when they asked you if you remembered any more about the day that Adam drove off with Harmony, you told them what you remembered. Seamus was 2 and Declan was 11
Months.
months. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. And you were asked if you remembered anything Adam said, and you said, no, not that I can. You sort of let it trail off, right?
Right.
You were asked if you were done with Adam at the time that you were testifying, right?
Right.
You said, are you done with him? And you said yes.
Right.
And are you saying that was a lie?
Yes.
Okay. And you told them that you kept insisting that all you knew was that Adam drove off with Harmony, and that was all you knew.
Yes.
And that was a lie.
Yes.
And that is protecting you.
And Adam.
It's actually pointing the finger at Adam, right?
No.
Okay.
Not
Well-
when it's the lie.
Okay. Because you told them that you thought Adam must have done something wrong with Harmony, right?
Right.
And you were pointing the finger at Adam, right?
Right.
And you were protecting you.
Right.
Okay. And when the subject of the items that Harmony had, you told him that Harmony had a sports cup with pink flowers, right?
I don't remember telling them that. They showed me a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Do you remember telling them that?
I just remember the picture.
Did you tell them that she was wearing Nike sneakers
Yes.
and that she was wearing a Star Wars hoodie?
Yes.
And you talked to the jury with a straight face about remembering what she was wearing, right?
Yes.
Even though the Star Wars hoodie is what you cut off of her body in the shower at Union Avenue.
Right.
Okay. And you didn't have any problem talking about that to the grand jury, that that's what she was wearing, right?
Right.
But you did have a problem telling the grand jury the truth, that you were cutting off her clothes in the shower at Union Avenue.
Right.
And you said the last time you saw Harmony, she was happy.
Yes.
And you had no problem with that lie to the grand jury, right?
Right.
And the last time you saw Harmony, you thought she was asleep, but she was dead.
Yes.
Okay. One of the things that happened at the grand jury was you were talking about some of the things that the family did after eviction, right?
Yes.
And you talked about going to Colonial Village, right?
Yes.
And Colonial Village is what you've talked about on direct, pretty much where you kind of camped out during the weeks before you went to your mom's.
Yes.
And I think you told the grand jury that you went to your mom's around the 11th.
Yes.
And that seems about right?
Yeah, it was the beginning of December.
The 11th?
Like the beginning of the month of December.
Okay, well,
I call that the beginning. Sorry.
you'd been in the car for a couple of weeks before going to your mom's, right?
Right.
So you told them that your car had died and you slept in the car of your friend Anthony Badero for a weekend,
Yes.
and it was sometime after that that you went to your mom's.
Yes.
And you told them that Badero saw Harmony every day while living at the Colonial for that couple of weeks, right?
Yes.
And that was a slip-up, right?
I don't remember.
Well, if you were telling the grand jury that Harmony died on November 30th, but you're talking about being in the car for a couple of weeks from the
All right, hold on, no speaking objections, please approach.
You told the grand jury that the last time you saw Harmony was November 30th,
Yes.
which was 3 days after your eviction,
Yes.
but that you stayed at Colonial Village, you have said, for about 2 weeks
Yes.
after eviction, right?
Yes.
And you told the grand jury that Bordello saw Harmony every day behind the Colonial
Yes.
for those 2 weeks, right? That was a slip-up, right?
No, because he did see her.
Okay. For 2 weeks?
He did see her a couple of times, yes.
You said every day behind the Colonial?
Not every day.
Okay. For those 2 weeks, he saw her, right?
Yes.
For a couple of weeks, right?
A couple of days. During those weeks, he did see her for a couple of days.
Do you recall which days?
No, I just know we were still in the car.
Did Anthony Bordello didn't see y'all very much before you were parked at the Colonial, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Did he see Harmony often?
Once in a while, if we drove to his place.
Okay. Would you go in to his place with Harmony?
No,
Okay.
we'd be in the car.
Okay. And so I'm going to show you a portion of your grand jury testimony. And ask you to read it to yourself. And then I'm going to ask you some questions about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I will say that this starts after you're talking about the accidents that we've talked about earlier today.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you a specific page, which is 45, and feel free to read anything that you want, but start at 45, going through until the subject changes, okay?
Okay.
Counsel, while she's reviewing that, why don't you approach her?
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm starting at page 45. The prosecutor talked about, so you stayed near Colonial Village for a period of time, right?
Yes.
And he's talking about after eviction when you are staying in the car with the family behind Colonial Village, right?
Yes.
And you say yes. He asked if any. Script, refresh your recollection.
Yes.
And at first, you told them that Badero saw Harmony.
Sustained.
Did you tell them that Badero saw Harmony for probably every day for like a couple of weeks?
Yes.
Was that the truth?
No, it was like every couple of days.
For the whole 2 weeks.
Yes.
He would go out there to the car, right? And talk to y'all, right?
Yes.
And sometimes he and Adam would go off and do stuff.
No.
Adam and he might actually give Badero, drive Badero in Badero's car for a while, right?
No.
And that's why was Badero coming out to the car for you?
Because we were getting drugs.
Okay, so you're saying Badero came out to the car to give you drugs?
Yes.
Okay. You said that Badero saw Harmony probably every day, but now you're saying it's probably every couple of days?
Yes.
And after you said that to the prosecutor, do you remember actually addressing the fact that you said that you hadn't seen Harmony after November 30th?
No.
Does that refresh your recollection about whether he raised that?
I'm sorry.
That he actually reminded you that you had said that Harmony went missing on the 30th, right?
Right.
And so he said, are you saying Badero saw Harmony before November 30th? And you said, yeah.
Yes, he did.
Okay. But you were actually saying also that Badero saw Harmony during that 2-week period that you were behind his place.
Right.
Okay. But you said that Harmony had disappeared, been gone, left.
Asked and answered.
Overruled.
So that was sort of a slip saying that, right?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Overruled.
No.
You're talking about events after the 30th where Badero is seeing Harmony at a time that you're telling the grand jury that Harmony has gone off, Adam took her to her mother.
After the 30th. He saw her before that.
Okay.
Okay.
For 2 weeks after eviction, while you're staying at Colonial Village, he saw her during those 2 weeks. Is that right?
Yes.
So eviction would be November 27th, right?
Yes.
And for that 2-week period, that would take you just shy of December 8, 9.
Yes.
And so you are saying that Mr. Badero is seeing Harmony in December.
Yes.
That was a slip, right?
No. I didn't know what the last time was that he saw her, but I know that he did see her every couple of days during that time.
Okay, but if Harmony was if you're saying that Harmony is gone since November 30th, how can somebody be seeing her in your car after November 30th?
Objection, Your Honor.
Approach.
told the grand jury that you got evicted on the 28th, 27th.
Yes.
And you told the grand jury that for 2 weeks from that eviction, you stayed at Colonial Village.
Yes.
But you told the grand jury that 3 days after that eviction, Adam took Harmony to his mother's,
Yes.
or to her mother's,
Yes.
so that she was no longer in the car.
Yes.
But you also told the grand jury that Anthony Badero saw Harmony throughout that 2-week period, right?
Right.
Okay. Are you saying that Harmony was in your car during that 2-week period for Badero to, are you telling the grand jury that he was in your car for that 2-week period after Adam had taken Harmony to her mother's?
Yes, because that didn't happen.
Overruled.
Pardon?
Yes, because she didn't actually go missing on November 30th. So yes, he did see her.
Okay, so that was actually the truth,
Right.
right? And it was a truth that was very inconsistent with the lie that you had been telling, right?
Right.
So you sort of slipped up there, but it got missed, right?
Yes.
After that, maybe it is a good spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good time for our mid-afternoon break. We'll take about 15 minutes, and we'll come back and resume the testimony. I'll ask you to just... whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. At the grand jury, you were asked about those car accidents, remember?
Yes.
And you said that you recalled 2, and that Harmony was in the car for one of them, but she wasn't in the car for the other, right?
Yes.
And that you couldn't remember why she wasn't in the car for the other, right?
Right.
And you thought that that was a November accident that she wasn't in the car for.
Right.
Is that the December accident that she wasn't in the car for?
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember that Tabitha Scott was in the November 29th accident, was in the car during that?
Yes.
Okay. So you thought it was November, but you're probably talking about the December accident where Harmony wasn't in the car?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember on direct that the prosecutor asked you to look at the grand jury?
Yes.
I'm sorry, at this jury. Do you remember when he asked you here to look at this grand jury?
Yes.
And
Overruled.
I said grand jury again, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry, yes, sustained.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Do you remember at the end of your direct testimony, the prosecutor asked you to look at this jury?
Yes.
And he asked you, did you kill Harmony? And you looked at this jury and you said no?
Yes.
Do you remember that the prosecutor at the grand jury asked you to look at the grand jurors?
Yes.
And he asked you to tell them what happened to Harmony, and you said you didn't know?
Yes.
So looking at jurors while you're lying doesn't change the lie, right?
Right.
So you also told the grand jury that neither Adam nor anyone else asked you to lie about what happened to Harmony, right?
Right.
And that lie that you told the grand jury, you told them freely, right?
Yes.
And it was a lie that you and Adam came up with when you didn't want DCYF in taking your kids or blaming either of you or anything like that, right?
Right.
And that lie protected you and let the investigation focus on Adam.
Yes.
You also told the grand juror that when you contacted Adam and told him to come back to Maine, and he came back to Maine, you said that once there, Adam said, tell them I brought her to her mother, right?
Yes.
And that was sort of the truth, right?
Yes.
As he said, you'll be okay, just stick with the story, right?
Right.
You didn't have to worry.
Right.
He would be there for you.
Right.
One of the, in the grand jury, unlike this jury, the individual jurors were allowed to ask you questions, right?
Yes.
And so you not only had a prosecutor asking you questions, you had individual grand jurors asking you questions, right?
Yes.
And you lied to them, right?
Yes.
You told them that you were actually feeling scared for Harmony at some point, right?
I don't remember that.
Okay. You still have that grand jury testimony there?
Yes.
And I'm going to point you to page 64. This is to refresh your recollection. If you would check out, it's about halfway down the page that the conversation starts, but you can check before that to make sure, and on to the next page.
Okay.
So, when you were talking about meeting up with Adam when he came back from Maine, and he told you to tell them that he took Harmony to her mother, you were actually asked about the fact that the investigation is going on, right?
Yes.
And you told this jury that you had actually seen Crystal on the news talking about her missing daughter, right? I'm sorry, not at the grand jury today, to this jury.
Yes.
And when, in light of that, when Adam said, I took her to her mother, do you remember being asked at that point again, did it make you wonder what really happened to Harmony? And you said, yeah, it did, right?
Yes.
And do you recall being asked if you were scared for Harmony at that point?
Yes.
Telling the grand jurors that you were scared for her.
Yes.
And you were telling the grand jurors this at a time that you knew that she was dead.
Yes.
And you insisted you didn't know what happened to her, right?
Right.
Now, these are several more lies that you've told the grand jury, right?
Right.
And you talked to this jury about Adam in the spring of 2020, accusing you of things and punching you.
Yes.
And you told the grand jury that he punched you 2 times, right?
It was more than that. But
Okay.
yes, I did.
And you told them that you left Adam because you saw abuse as a kid and you didn't want your kids surrounded by that stuff.
Yes.
And that's when you left Adam in March of 2021, right?
Yes.
But you actually left him also in April or in the spring of 2020 for a very short period of time, right?
I don't remember that.
You don't recall leaving with the kids for a couple of times in the spring of 2020?
No.
Okay. Because the spring in 2020 is when you started talking about the first time that Adam started thinking weird things were happening, right?
Yeah, but I didn't leave him. We still lived in the same. We just moved to the Union Street apartment building.
Okay. And you didn't just leave for a bit and go to a friend's for a day or so?
No.
Okay.
I remember I left for a couple of hours with the kids, but I went back to the house. I went back to the apartment.
Okay. So one of the times that he was feeling like there were cameras and stuff, you just had to get away from him, right?
He fell asleep, so I took the kids and left.
Yeah. Because he was acting very strange.
Yeah.
Okay. think I'm going to move on from the grand jury testimony for now. Take that back away from you if you'd like. Thank you. When the grand jury testimony was over, you were able to leave. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were still out in public on bail.
Yes.
And by the way, I was told that I did mess up again. Adam was arrested January 4 and you were arrested January 5. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. So you are out, but you have certain conditions that require that you, report to the police station?
Yes.
You have to report in person. How many times did you have to report?
Every day.
Every day you had to come to the police station so that they would know that you were around, right?
Yes.
And so you were doing that before the grand jury, right?
Yes.
And you were doing it after the grand jury.
Yes.
And every day you're at the police station. And one day, and it was June 3rd, you
Yes.
come in for a reporting day, right?
Yes.
Or a reporting time, sorry. And you got arrested.
Yes.
And you kind of knew that that might happen because you knew that you had lied to the grand jury, right?
Yes.
And you got arrested for 2 charges of perjury before the grand jury, right?
Yes.
And it was about your shift at Dunkin' Donuts,
Yes.
and it was about the location of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
And we talked about a whole lot more lies that you told the grand jury, right?
Yes.
And you didn't get arrested for any of those lies, right?
Right.
And probably talked about more than 20 lies that you told the grand jury,
Yes.
maybe more.
Yes.
And you got 2 charges for lying to the grand jury, right?
Yes.
Now, before testifying in front of the grand jury, you had some other prior convictions, right?
Yes.
One was for false information to a police officer,
Yes.
and one was for altering a prescription drug.
Yes.
And you got incarcerated on that one on a probation violation in 2013
Yes.
and got out in 2014.
Yes.
And it was sometime after that that you and Adam got together.
Yes.
And you were together but got married in 2017.
Yes.
And you got married on Harmony's birthday.
Yes.
And that was intentional, right?
It wasn't supposed to be on her birthday.
Okay.
We were getting married before our son was born, and he came 3 weeks early, and he ended up being born the day before Harmony's birthday. And we were planning a baby shower wedding that Sunday, and we ended up having the JP come to our house and marry us while I was in the middle of contractions, and then we had the baby.
And that was, you did it during the shower because friends and loved ones had been there too.
Yeah, that's what we were supposed to do, but we didn't get to.
Okay. And when you went to the grand jury, you were also facing other felonies at the time, right?
Yes.
At the time.
Yeah.
That was confusing. On May 20th, when you went to the grand jury, you had some felonies that you had been charged with but had not been resolved.
Yes.
And 2 of them were for receiving stolen property.
Yes.
And one of them was a theft by deception.
Yes.
And although you got charged for them, they were dismissed as a part of the agreement that you reached with the state, right? And when you were out on bail, on the 3rd, they held you for a few days, right?
Yes.
And you got rebailed for those perjury convictions, right?
Yes.
So the day that you came in, they had to arrest you and book you, and you had to go to jail, and eventually, 3 or 4 days later, you were able to get out on bail.
Yes.
Same bail conditions as before.
Yes.
No changes.
No.
And you were supposed to be of good behavior,
Yes.
and you were supposed to be drug and alcohol free,
Yes.
and you got rearrested. You were supposed to remain arrest free too, right?
Yes.
And you got rearrested, right?
Yes, because I missed court.
Pardon?
I missed court, so I got arrested.
They found you and arrested you on a habeas for missing court, but you also got charged with prescription drugs.
Yes.
And that case went away as well on the day of your plea to the perjury indictments,
Yes.
right? So I want to talk about June 3rd and your interview with the police. You certainly didn't know that day that you would be arrested when you walked in for your check-in, right?
Right.
And on that day when you walked in and got arrested on your check-in, you didn't know if you would be able to walk out.
Right.
They might hold you in jail again for perjury,
Right.
because it's a pretty serious offense, right? And you knew that when you raised your hand and swore an oath to the grand jury that if you lied to them, it would be a very serious thing.
Yes.
And so you were kind of concerned that you may not be able to get back out on bail when you got arrested.
Yes.
And you said you were ready to talk.
Yes.
You said you wanted to give a statement, right?
Right.
And you did not have an agreement when you said that, right?
Right.
You did not have any negotiation when you said that, right?
Right.
The AG had not actually met up with you at all when you said that, right?
Right.
And you wanted to make sure that you got out as soon as you could, right?
Right.
And so your attorney was called,
Yes.
and there was a sort of agreement reached before you gave your statement, right?
Right.
And you didn't get immunity for crimes, right?
Right.
And you didn't get future immunity for any crimes that you might commit.
Right.
But you did get an agreement that whatever you said that day couldn't be used against you.
Right.
And that they would look at what you said that day, and if they wanted to use it, then you might be able to reach an agreement.
Right.
And so that wasn't the immunity from everything that you had wanted, right?
Right.
That wasn't the no time deal that you had wanted, right?
Right.
That wasn't the ankle monitor that you had wanted, right?
Right.
And there was certainly no guarantee or conversation about you and your future life with your children.
Right.
But you knew they had you solid on the perjury, right?
Right.
You were never getting around that one, right?
Right.
And so you decided that this would probably be the best that you could do to get as few consequences for your actions as possible.
Yes.
Are you okay?
My head hurts. I'm like having a migraine.
Do you need to stop? May we approach, Your Honor?
Yes.